side, light this bitch up.
Good morning, y'all. Whew, I had a very, very late start today. Apologies. Thank you all for being here so much. I appreciate it. It is 6:33 a.m. on a Friday. Can y'all believe we got here so quickly? Good morning, Aries 317. Thank you for being here at 5:57 a.m. I'm telling you, when I was just rolling over, I said, oh my God, let me get up. Good morning, Miss Jones. How are you? Hey, Miss Margot. How you doing? Happy Friday. No one cares. Happy Friday. Blue D Polo. How you doing? Happy Friday to you, Miss Margot. Who else is here? Hey, Miss Toby. Good morning. I'm off today. Up to my early morning shenanigans. Yo, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. A lot of stuff. I'm going to try to get through some of these stories. I'm going to have to cut 2 stories out. Because we got too much stuff. Good morning, Charlene Clark. Good morning to you. Good morning. Hey, Kimberly Black. Good morning to you. I was watching your comments in someone else's live and I was just dying. I was in the bushes like Kimberly Black has me rolling. You look like you had a good oh my goodness. Yes, I did. One of the people in the back. Okay, good morning to you. Good morning. So, we have to take care of business first. So I want to do that. I think it's important that we throw some support behind the National Association of Black Law Enforcement Officers. I think it's really important that we realize that we are stronger as a united front, both internally and externally, when it comes to law enforcement. The more people we have on the inside advocating on our behalf that we actually support, I think that it allows these situations we face with, when we're talking about police brutality, and we're going to see some stories today where we talk about, being profiled, things like that. I think it's always necessary for us to put people at the table so that they can advocate on our behalf. And organizations like this is certainly one, because a huge part of their focus in their mission is to is an organization representing the needs and concerns of law enforcement personnel. We are watchful of issues which have a direct impact, both adverse and positive, on the employment, promotion, and retention of minority law enforcement in every facet of the criminal justice system. We provide guidance, support, and assistance in their efforts of equality of employment in their chosen field. They also advocate on enhancing and empowering the minority community. With over 20 chapters and 10,000 individual members, we provide community strength, ensure community justice, and provide a strong presence in the time of crisis. We are dedicated to eradicating police misconduct and abuse wherever it exists. This type of activity is an embarrassment to our profession and a scourge to our neighborhoods. We pride ourselves in the empowerment of our community, politically, economically, and educationally. We recognize that a strong community is a wise one when it strives to agree. Furthermore, we believe our community to be deserving of a positive relationship with its stakeholders. So, you guys, one other reason why I was so heavily motivated to support the organization, because I work in philanthropy, and so I go to organizations' website and I always look who supports them. Do you know this organization really only has one premier sponsor? And you go look at comparative organizations that represent other facets or minorities, they have tons and tons and tons of sponsors and support. So we threw some support behind them today. We gifted them $50. We threw that towards their organization, and I felt like it was our duty to support them. So we're going to be supporting them a lot throughout the year. I'm going to just be popping in and offering support. So I am going to put the link in the chat. If you are interested, please consider sharing their link with anyone you know. They have a lot of resources on their website if you are interested. And I know in the beef sector, a lot of us are familiar with that. A lot of times there are situations where you might want some advice, you want to see somebody in your community, you want something, and this might be a place for you to go, both dealing with situations online and offline. So let's look at our people first before we start trying to figure out other alternative routes. And let me go ahead and drop. You watching Genius? You watching Genius? Queen Diva, good morning to you. And let me pin this in the chat really, really quickly. Let me do a quick pin. Is that me? Let me do a quick pin. All right. Yes, I pinned it. All right. Let's get into some stuff for today. And could you all please hit the like button too? I really, really appreciate it. Hit the like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not a subscriber. And if you are interested, consider becoming a member. The membership button, you can click right on the channel. And I'll also drop that link here. Just consider joining the membership before the month of March. I was wondering if YouTube had a way for us to cut off membership, because I wanted to cut it off at a certain number so I can just deal with a certain amount of folks instead of it just growing. I like to be incremental and stuff like that. So I'm investigating that because remember, I wanted only that core group of 50 that I could entertain via a membership. So all right, let's get into it. The first story I want to talk about, we're going to go into some celebrity news first before we start talking about all of the local news. So the first thing I want to talk about, we touched on it Wednesday, but I wanted to come back around to it. So DaBaby, now all of a sudden he's being sued by Danny Lee's brother. And I just find this to be so interesting because I remember when we were talking about it before, we were like, it wasn't a fair fight. And, if then he came back, the brother came back and said, had it been one-on-one, he'd have got served and blah, blah, blah. And then I even said, now DaBaby, you're going to face something else because, this just doesn't go away for a millionaire like you. So clearly a lawsuit has prevailed. Allegedly, this beatdown resulted in severe pain and injury. He says he didn't fight back and he received physical and psychological damage in addition to medical bills and sustained disability. So, along with this lawsuit, DaBaby is also under investigation by local law enforcement for the charge of assault with a deadly weapon in the ordeal. DaBaby claims self-defense. Like I said, this does not look good for DaBaby at all, given his pre-existing history with violence and the whole idea that you went there under the auspices that someone threatened you. So what, you were going to return that with violence? So the brother's suing. I looked at it as the brother, you know, whether he can fight or couldn't fight, he now realizes this is a payday. My only question is, what does this do to Danny Lee's relationship as a co-parent with DaBaby now that your brother is suing your baby dad? Like, this is messy. This is some messy ass shit. Y'all hear me? I'm in the other chair. Let me switch. Let me switch chairs. Get your ass up. Get your ass up. Give me that chair. What the fuck? They hear this shit. Yeah, you take this one. All right. Sorry, I had to switch. I had to switch chairs. What do you all think about that? Do you think he's gonna get something though out of after he allegedly threatened DaBaby? Do you think he's gonna even get something out of the deal? Good morning, Fresh Juice. How you doing? Happy Friday. Yes, baby. You know, I had to get the chair. I had to switch. I got some new chairs, so I had to switch out, but they're just a little bit different than the other ones. They don't have a back to them. I don't know why somebody would order stools without a back. That's just for the life of me. Like, I know I said I like bar stools, but damn, we not in a bar. Good morning, Chocolate Coco 85. How you doing? Are you good? You good? Hey, Mimi 126. All right. So let's get into something else. Now, this is gonna be really, really interesting to see your response because I actually agree with the man. So Neo says Neo goes on to say that it's pretty misogynistic for women to say that they don't like to be called bitches and hoes, but they dance to the terms anyways. So in a recently released clip from an interview with the Cruise Show on Real 92.3 in Los Angeles, the Another Love Song artist is seen speaking about music that's, in his words, at least super misogynistic in nature. So what he says is, it's gotten super misogynistic, which I don't understand. And mind you, I can only blame us men halfway for that, because as a woman, if a man sings the word bitch to you and you smile at him, then he's probably going to do it again. And so he further elaborated on, you know, if y'all want men to stop calling you bitches, stop dancing to those records. The more misogynistic the lyrics get, the more y'all accept it, the more it's going to happen. That's just kind of what it is. So ladies, I love y'all to death, but if y'all want men to stop calling you bitches, stop dancing to the records. Now, what are y'all thoughts to that? Do you feel like that's just a cowardly way to put it, or do you feel like there's some meat and potatoes behind it? I feel like, I don't know. I want to get y'all opinion before y'all go off on me, because I already know I'm good. This rain is draining me. I love the rain. We had some rain, I think a little bit last night, yesterday. I love the rain. Love the rain. I'm a raining kind of guy. Yes, I love the rain. Miss Toby, you just jump right up in them arms and just like, whoa. I was watching a movie on Netflix last night. The weirdest, hoodest thing I ever saw. Don't understand why I stumbled upon it. I've been keeping pandemic sleep hours. I hate it. Me too. That's my Monday, Wednesday, Friday. He'd be up at like 2 a.m. in the morning. He makes my skin crawl. What time are you getting to bed? I'm half and half. Okay. I mean, I think that's fair. I think that's fair for anyone. It just started again, but so do you all agree that if women stop dancing to this music, men will stop singing it? Or do you feel like women should just, as they're doing the Me Too movement and everything else, if they don't want men calling them bitches and hoes, that, or you don't really care, it don't matter. At this point, you can say whatever you want. It doesn't affect you. What are your opinions about that? I'm just curious to see. Like, are you affected by it? Is it a cold wind? a little bit, but it's like 66, maybe 56 here. 57 here. And that's not too bad for me. Nobody got any comments on that one? Are we gonna roly or noli? It's some right there and it's some over there. Whatever you want to do. I don't know how to feel about it. You don't know how to feel about it. Okay. Well, I'm going to say this. I agree. I feel like sometimes women and men selectively choose what they want, how they want to be treated. And so in some aspects, I feel like people don't want to be ostracized for their behavior or anything like that. But then when it's called out and put in music and songs and words, it's different. It's almost like, well, it's just a song. You know what I mean? I mean, that he's talking about everybody. That ain't me. So I just feel like if I just think it goes to say it's hand in hand. I feel like there's some meat and potatoes behind what he's saying. There's some substance behind what he's saying. We ain't about, but that's the thing. So here's the other side of that. We ain't about to stop twerking, okay? We ain't about to stop twerking. That's how I feel about some dread reggae music, because there's some Jamaican artists who are very, very homophobic and they say it in their music. And sometimes I'm like, damn, did he just say that? Slice them up like that? And I'm like, God damn, over this hot ass beat, So it's like it's a double-edged sword, but I feel like it's something to be said about that. I don't want to answer to the B word. So even women call themselves bitches on records. Cardi B has a number of records. Well, I know I'm not a hoe, but I can be a bitch. I know. I used to be. If it doesn't apply, I guess. But we're gonna dance. It's the best for me. Okay. We all can agree to disagree and have a little bit of in the middle. So you all do know that Mrs. Wendy Williams came out with a video recorded by her son. Thought it was very interesting how her son is now doing a lot of this stuff, and we were just talking about how she is who would be her executive of her estate. And so I want to share this with you all. Was like, nah. Share this video. Just share a couple of little clips of this video with you all this morning and get your thoughts on it. Where's the video? Where's the video? Oh, here we go. Yo. Hey, good morning. King Romanu's gonna come right through. Hey, he's gone. Some people separate the art from reality, so hearing bitch in a song may be different than being called a bitch in the Target parking lot. That's true. I mean, but I do think it takes some action to put a little calm down on that. I don't know if you agree. It's sort of like how when a woman has a child and she's a performer, she says, I'm going to stop dressing this way, or I'm going to stop dancing this way, or doing music like this. It's sort of like that. Like it causes that kind of mindset. Stay out of my head. Good morning, Gummy Bamas. Let's drink about it. Good morning. Good morning, Lady Steph. I see y'all all start waking up at 7 a.m. Do y'all want me to switch this to 7 a.m. in the morning? Because I can, because that will add an extra hour of sleep for me. And it looks like 7 a.m. is a good time for y'all to come rolling up in here. I'm just trying to make it work for all of us at this point. Good morning. Trademark is good morning, mods. It's a payday Friday. Oh, baby, where you at? Okay, listen. Can I get a little breakfast? Hey, Black Swan B1. It's so good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. It's good to see you. Hey, Leanne. Good morning to you. Good morning. Neo should stop it. Well, yes, 7 a.m. Okay. All right, you know what? I'm going to trial that. I'm gonna do my 6 a.m., 6 a.m. Then next Friday we're gonna do 7 a.m. because I just want to. I think 7 a.m. may work a little bit better, especially for me because I don't never know how my night gonna end. And shit, I went to this place called the Drinkery, and it's just it'd be a lot because it's so close, so you can get fucked up and walk home. You know what I mean? Like that's the worst to be down the street from a place that you can go to and get fucked up and then have to walk. And then it's just like, oh, I can get another one. I'm walking home, just stumbling home and shit. Fell at the front door, meet down Lexington Market. Oh, okay. Don't do that to me. Okay, y'all hit the like button. Please hit the like button on your way in. Please, I'm a bit behind getting ready for work. Listen, you behind. I'm behind myself. 7 a.m. is good because I have a shitload of things to do next week. I can listen to you while I get dressed. Bet 7 it is. 7 is good. I can get my workout before you. Perfect. All right. That's all y'all had to say. Anyone who calls me out of my name will get slapped. Don't disrespect me if I haven't come for you. So one little thing, that's how I feel about the buddy word. Like I really hate people calling me buddy. When you go to a restaurant or something and they say, here you go, buddy. But the guy before you, they call him a man or a sir. And then when I pull up, I'm a buddy. I'm not your fucking buddy. I always correct him. I'm sorry, I'm not a buddy, but my name is. I don't like that shit. Don't call me. Maybe I have post-traumatic stress disorder from when I was a child, but don't call me buddy. That's like where I live. Right down the street. I work today. I'm off. Oh, you so lucky. Number 25. Yes. Thank you. Thank you all for the likes. I appreciate it. Y'all know I do. I appreciate those likes. Y'all keep me out in the algorithm, even when we're not even being messy like that. Been there, done that. Drunk walk home, Leanne. And there's nothing you can do to make the drunk walk seem any quicker or faster. You just be, and I'm just wobbling down. Don't. Am I blocked? No, Leandris, you not blocked. Good morning, boo. Of course not. I don't block anyone. I haven't blocked anyone. No one has been blocked except for someone who blocked me and then unblocked me to see an interview. And when I saw it, I blocked them back. Like, nah, we not finna do that. I don't like being called big man. See, we all got something. Don't call me buddy and don't call you big man. Baby, I will check you so fucking quick. Buddy, I'm not your buddy. My dog is my buddy. I'm not your buddy. Don't call me. Maybe that's it too. I imagine I wouldn't like someone calling me buddy either. Buddy. What the fuck is that? I'm not your pet. Good morning, Hot Spicy Team. Thank you so much for being here this morning. Please hit the like. Thank you. Hey, life is good. How you doing? Good morning to see you. It's so good to see you, Jasmine. Good morning, Jasmine. Thank you for being here. Yes, Leandris, we see you. Good morning. Good morning. All right. So that was that. I wanted to share this just a little bit of Wendy Williams. I don't know if you all saw it or not, her walking on the beach, but I thought it was so interesting to see that her son. Did I freeze up? Oh my God, for the ghetto-ness of it all. I don't know what's going on this morning. I don't know why my shit is acting up. I'm going to buy a new laptop today, though. I'm putting that on the charge card. I'm going to do that. That will be an investment for myself. I'm going to buy me a very nice, expensive ass laptop. I surely the fuck am, because I'm not about to be doing this like this. I'll be the first one to call IT at work. I don't know what's going on with my computer. but I need y'all to come do something about this. So I want you guys to see this, a little bit of this. There we go.
Looking fit and healthy on the beach in Miami in video just posted on her official Instagram account.
Hey Mom, how you doing?
Hi. The video shot by her son Kevin is the first we've seen of Wendy since that video in a wheelchair 3 months ago. But there is growing skepticism today. Is this really new video of the troubled talk show host?
It's just after 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm doing okay.
Why the suspicion? Well, for one, Wendy gets her age wrong.
56 years old.
She's actually 57. She also mentions being with her mom.
I come here often. You know, I've got real family. You know, mother, father, sister, brother.
But her mother died in December 2020. Today, Wendy's publicist insisted to Inside Edition the video was taken yesterday. She spoke about her mother in the present tense because that is where her funeral was, and that's where she feels her presence. Regarding her age, she misspoke and said the wrong age. It was a mistake. However, another source close to Williams tells Inside Edition, don't assume the video was taken this week. The video could be an attempt to show everyone that Wendy is of sound mind. Just last week, her bank Wells Fargo froze her accounts because they say she is an incapacitated person and a victim of financial exploitation.
So that's exactly how I felt when I looked at this. I said, I wonder if this video is current or if this video was made some time ago and they just released it to the public, because you know, Wendy is the queen of stunts and tricks. Like, she can pull a stunt out of her hat, pre-recordings, and then finding the time to put it out. And I just felt it's so weird to see her moving and I'm swimming and I'm going to work out, but you just came off of graves and your ankles and all of this stuff. So to me, I just felt like, Wendy, I'm gonna watch you. I'm watching you. And then she created a whole new Instagram account, which is called Wendy Williams Online. And I guess that's where she posted this. So it's like she's supposed to be coming up with, like, this is her new launch out. Honey, if you don't go live, I don't believe it. That's how I feel with Wendy. If Wendy ain't live, honey, I don't believe it. I'm gonna have to see. I want to see the braces sitting on your bed and your ankles moving. That's how I gotta believe it. Because I don't feel like this a quick turnaround like this. Not at all. Miss Jones, it's the weather, maybe. Yeah, it's probably the weather. Fucking with my shit. I hate that so much. And y'all don't understand. I be on the phone cursing customer service out all the time. Every time I go live and I have a problem with my service, because I buy these X5 pods and I have them all over my place. I got now 5 X5 pods in my place. My Wi-Fi should be top of the line. So you know I'm calling them today. You better come get out here and get some shit popping. Hi, buddy. What's up, bro? Hey, boo. What's up, mister? What up, homie? They all sound the same to me, so I don't get offended. I get it. What's up, man? Good morning to you, Slim Body Ben. So good to see you here. I get it. But you know what it is to me? It's a combination of things with the word buddy. Like, I wouldn't be offended if everybody's the buddy. You know what I mean? Hey, buddies. Thanks, bud. Thanks, bud. Thanks, bud. But when I come up to the register or I'm off being treated with service, and everybody else was a sir and ma'am and thank you, and then comes to me, hey, bud, that shit don't set right in my spirit. It don't. I don't know. It could be a little petty. Call me petty, but I don't do that to people. I don't do that to folks. I just, I generally say, hi, how are you? Yes, sir, or yes, ma'am, but I don't like the word buddy. I just don't. I don't know why. This is a dumb question. Can anyone in the chat tell me how to make my emojis black people on my phone? I can do it on my computer, but can't figure it out on my phone. Yes. So when you go to an emoji that allows you to change the skin tone preference, hold down on that emoji, press down on it a little bit, and then a row of different colors will pop up on the top of that. That should work. Come back, Wendy. I think now Wendy got to do something else. Are y'all interested in seeing her do celebrity news anymore now? I think she is the celebrity and she is the one with news. I think this is her moment and her time to come out here like a fucking celebrity. Like, you are the one with the stories now, Wendy. Go do a TV show on how you're going to pop back out in radio. Thanks for the share. Thank you for the share. Go you know, you don't necessarily have to go back to talking about celebrities, because again, you are the one and you're now the story. Sometimes people don't understand when it's you're becoming, like, it's switching, you're becoming that person. So for me, I'm just like, you know, maybe she shouldn't go back there. Maybe this is Sherri Shepherd's moment, and maybe this is time for Wendy to become a celebrity that's talked about on the Sherri Shepherd show. And then can you imagine Wendy coming on the show to talk about, you know, whatever Sherri Shepherd wants to talk about? I think that'd be cute. Good morning, Sticks girl. I mean, sometimes I mess my age up too. Oh, I was stuck on 31 for years. I was stuck on 30, 31 for years. Wow. Android or iPhone. Just hold down. Yep. I mess mine and my daughter's up all the time. Baby. Hold it. Yep. I lost my dad. She might be grieving still. Yeah, but I don't think she didn't look like I don't know. I can't say. I just don't feel like that's, I don't know, Leanders. I don't know. Good morning, Wendy Watch. Her son on the Wendy Watch, apparently. Hey, Jay Green, good morning to you. Hey, Miss T Velocity, good morning. You hear Alexa? As bad as Wendy has been, she doesn't deserve this. I am not a Wendy fan. I remember how she did my husband, Method Man, real wife. Yeah, that was so fucking sad. You know how I feel about Method. Are you talking about white folks calling me dead? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. It sticks so bad to me. It sounds like a police officer talking to me. What's up, bud? No, I don't like that shit. Don't call me bud unless we got a relationship like that. And even then, I'm gonna tell you, every time you call me during a relationship, who's bud? Where's bud at? Are we bringing bud today? Are you talking about weed? I just turned 50 and I have brain farts. I have them all the time. You see me up here stumbling for words to come out, you know, talking about celebrity news. I ain't no wordsmith giving celebrity news. I don't think you all want that. Miss T Velocity in the bushes. Some words can be endearing in normal conversation, but weaponized in the heated conversation. Yes. And that's a key word, weaponized. I found her IG. Yes. Exactly. I want to see her at home. Yes, that's what she is. You are the talent now, Wendy. Step into it. I think this might be the way you can revive your relevancy in a way that's tactful and you don't really have to compromise a lot. But this other shit you're doing, like putting out these fake videos and shit, like we won't know and we can't tell. No, we can tell. And then her son just sounded so older than what I expected. I said, okay, maybe he might be of sound mind to assume some responsibilities of her estate. But I'm still gonna watch both of them. I still got my eyes on them. Like I said, in my mind, she's not Wendy Williams, the talk show host who's out here talking celebrity news. In my mind, she is the story now. She is the person presenting the news. She's in the news. So that's how I look at her. Hey, Peace. Good morning, Peace Love. How you doing? It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Thank you so much, everyone. Did you get it? Oh, there you go. I see it. I see it now. That would be kind of cool, like passing down the torch. Yes. Why don't people? What is the fuck is the problem? And this is what people don't say. And one content creator down here said it really, really good. But as you rise and get older and age, not age out, but experience out of something, it's always best to keep your foot in that old thing by bringing up someone new, because now how their success will always be tied to you. You know, it's almost like you are passing the torch and then ensuring that they're in good favor. So they're in good favor, you will always be in good favor. You know what I mean? And people have a hard time passing the torch because they don't see themselves out of something. I'm still in it. I still got more to get. And it's like, honey, listen, baby, you know, media only be 2 to 3 years on in one facet of media before you got to start switching shit up. You can go 25 seasons, but you got to start adding new shit. Look at Oprah all the way. Even she figured out it's time for me to go away and become an executive producer and get my own network. And so, Wendy, honey, ain't nobody in your corner telling you it's, you know, it's now celebrity news is pennies to you. You should be looking at it like, oh, girl, I did that. I mean, I used to talk about him all the time. Now I am the fucking celebrity, you know, that you all are talking about. Bitch, I can train you on doing it. You know, I would love to take a Wendy Williams virtual online course where she talking to us. Do you know I will be up in that bitch charging all cards. If I ain't got it on one, I'm adding partial payments. So I don't understand. There's so much value in her still. To me, at least. She should do a podcast. She can relax at home, not be on camera, make a lot of money. Seriously, she really could. Do you know how many of us would be reviewing the podcast? Down here like, baby, did you hear? And she got so many juicy stories that we probably still want to know about. Like, what really happened with you and DJ Booth? Was you trying to get some? Like, be for real, Wendy. Was you trying to get some? And if you was, girl, I don't think DJ Booth ugly. I don't at all. So if you was, I get it, but don't lie about it. Let's be truthful. You at a point now where you ain't got shit to lose. Everything done happened to you. Your man done left you for a younger woman, got pregnant. Your son gave you an ultimatum. The network is pressuring you. Really, my daughter is 32. Beautiful years. 30, your early 30s is just like applying everything that you learn and being independent and just enjoying that. It's a beautiful thing. I'm dreading approaching 40s where I have to have some solid, even more solid foundations. Good morning, Tracy's World. How you doing? So good to see you. Miss Juicy Reviews. How you doing? I'm wondering if anybody knows what I'm finna say. And if you do, just put a laughing emoji in the chat. It me. Baby, I was cracking up all day yesterday. It me. Maybe it's your youthful look that makes sense. I hate it. If I'm buying some backwoods, please just assume I'm older. You know what I'm saying? Like, I watch her, she did a home show. Who you telling? Absolutely. Now, these little baby networks like Zeus and shit like that want to pop, they really need to approach Wendy with the show. Fuck a Nene, fuck all them other folks. Approach Wendy with the show. My son, to be funny, says too. Okay, buddy, like, oh boy, on next Friday makes me laugh every time. I get that. That's a little bit different. Good morning, Ali. How you doing? Ali? Have to get you up here on the show one of these weekends, these Fridays. Nope, it's not as useful. Look, we stay somewhat in the same area and had okay. You'd be like, I definitely will stop. Like, I go to this place when I walk my dog and I get a coffee, and it's always, for the most part, they are accustomed to me now because I had to get their ass together one by one every morning. Like, so I will order my drink and they'd say, is that it, bud? I'll be looking behind. I'm sorry. Is that it, Roman? Thank you. And now it's a joke. And I'm like, thank you. She's like, you're so silly. I said, my bud is outside. I'm being honest with you. You see him sitting at the door waiting on the treat. That's my bud. So when you say, is that it, bud? I'm looking like, is my dog in here? And so they get it now, and I it's just me. Everybody got a little thing. I know it's stupid and it's retarded, but that's my thing. And I hate calling stuff retarded. But y'all get what I'm saying, buddy, but boy, big boy, get the cause. It really is covered. Thank you. Now you get, it's almost like I'm putting you at a level beneath me, even though you're coming in here patronizing my business, spending money and shit. Let me step you down. Thanks, bud. Like, thank you. Like, no, bitch, you're gonna say thank you, sir. We about to do a quick return, bitch. Go ahead and go on and return, and I don't want to move. I'm not walking to customer service, so you return this shit here, or you getting somebody to take my receipt and the items and bringing my cash back. What you want to do? Yeah, I'll be a bitch when it gets to that shit. Her son has his issues also. That's what's not being said, which are addiction issues, right? Because I think we talked about that before. Miss Toby, good morning. Maybe Wendy and Nene can do something like Fox. So, baby, that would be gold. Wendy and Nene together. And I think V. Lenore was touching about this before, saying that Nene was a good friend to her. She really need Nene in her corner. And I need V up here. We're gonna get a good little show thing going. We gotta get some things. I think that would be so dope for Nene and Wendy. Do you know we'll all tune into it? It's almost like gay Black woman, you'll consume that so much because it gives you that energy that you're looking for, that void that would be missing with Wendy off the air and Nene off the air, that cadence, that petty talk, all of that kind of stuff. So I'll be all for it. Wendy's birthday was July of last year. I find it hard to believe it was a mix up. So you think it was actually her? Because she said her age was what, 57, and she's actually 59, or 59, she's actually 60. I would too. Right. I actually met her. She's cool. Oh, wow. I have thought something was off about Wendy's son. I can't put my finger on it. Wendy don't do more Lifetime movies instead. Oh, it was. Oh, wait. Nothing has topped my 27th year. That was like my golden year. Everything was perfect. Nothing has topped that yet. I hate to say it. I didn't get the 30-year stage yet. I got 3 years left. Oh. Stop with me. Me. Stop it me. Oh my God, I'm down for it. Okay, all right, because I'm putting the lineup together. We got March coming, and I just think we all will have a good kiki just up here talking about some of these crazy stuff. Thank you, Peace, Love, and you too. I got to get Peace. I know it'll be too early for you, Peace. Get up here yawning, but I got to get y'all. I think it'll be dope. Her son went to rehab for spice. Leandros, what is spice? I thought he was smoking weed. Spice? You forgot the other word, bro or brother. I'd be looking at 12 like, nah. Yeah, now, that's another thing. I don't want to be called brother when it's not genuine. I'll say it like that, because there are some people who are not Black that have called me brother in the spirit of uniting and in the spirit of us working together. I remember when we went down to Hurricane Katrina and it was all a whole bunch of mix of people, and somebody called and he's saying, "Good job, brother," and it was fine. I didn't see nothing past it, but it's just like when you're a law enforcement and you arresting me, that's not the time to call me brother or say anything to me about being your brother. No, that at that point it's like you're trying to be funny, like I got you under my authority, but we still cool, right? No, bitch, I ain't your brother. You got me fucked up. You better call me something else. Bubbles, what's going on? What is going on? I am not really. We both had to say I'm not with the times either. What is spice? Wendy and Nene can't teach what they do. They can't. Nene is definitely a persona. You can actually say you are acting like a Nene. Like you can personify Nene and Wendy's character. Wendy's son suffers from substance abuse. K2. Oh, K2. Damn. Girl, I was over here thinking like spices though. Bitch, if you don't get you a plate of food, sit down. Spice is some. Wow. Kings Mina, how you doing? Everyone in the chat. Yes, I'm sorry. That's what I said. I said peace love is probably like how I was earlier today. I was like, for real. I said, Alexa, never mind. This bitch heard me. Dude, Jesus. I never heard of me either. Oh, Carrie, good morning. Hey, Carrie, good morning to you. Birthday girl, it's still your birthday week and weekend. I hope you are celebrating. I hope you got something nice planned for the night. If you're not coming live this weekend, let me know. I think you should drop the link and let us all come up and just be all fancy smancy with you if you haven't done it already. Because I would definitely fancy myself over there. Bath salt. See, you're doing too fucking much. You're doing too much. The kid was dying from D. All right, let me catch up. All right, let's move on to the next story. So, and I thank Ali for sending this to me because I really don't be getting into too much of Tommy Sotomayor because I just feel like he is so close to the beef sector. And I feel like if I do that, then I need to do a run it back. But this was just so interesting. And I would love to hear y'all take on today, on our little show of what you all think of this this video. And I just thought it was so interesting myself. Now I was watching the other content creators here in the beef sector give their comments on it, and I was just like, I was shocked to see how some people said she was wrong, and then some people said he was wrong, and I was just like, if anything, the beef sector will give you a variety of opinions. So let's check this out. That's where it went left.
You dead ass drunk and stupid.
Child. I didn't even know Tommy acted like this. I tell you, when I be telling y'all I pay attention to shit I want to pay attention to. That ain't me laughing.
He really trying to fight a girl though. He out of pocket. Oh, she don't got no underwear on?
No. Free call.
You see that? You see that?
That
She
was a
did
free
it? Oh, I
call.
thought I was tripping.
So who was wrong? Not and everything expressed here is just everybody's opinion. It's early in the morning. We just having a quick chick
Let's
chit
check it out
chat.
now. Holy now.
Who do you think was in the wrong? Her or him or them both or what? She was wrong for standing over him with the mic in her hand. Hold up. Women shouldn't put their hands on men. She was wrong for putting her hand on him. Go to the smoke shop. They were selling it. I lost a cousin to that. I hope they stop selling that. I heard about it. I thought that was only something they did in Florida, but I didn't know it was worldwide, international. No shade. Why my camera off? Good morning. Hey, Brick Girl. How you doing, Brick Girl? Good morning to you. One weed and liquor stop at me high. I'm getting saved because I refuse. Okay, I don't need all of that other stuff, baby. What do you? Damn, Spice. So I said I could never understand a gateway drug because my gateway is in my brain. I don't feel sorry for her. She was wrong for standing over him with the mic in her hand. Okay, human beings shouldn't put their hands on human beings. It's not a woman or a man thing. Both wrong. Okay, I'm listening in on my way to Virginia to spend time with my grandbabies. Have a great day. Oh, I hope you enjoy, and I hope you had a very great experience about your date. I still think about that in the morning. I asked someone, "Can I get a morning date?" I'm glad you're going to see your grandbabies. Oh, I wish I could see my. I'm gonna be out tomorrow. She was okay. Women also shouldn't hit men if they don't want to get hit. Okay, both. They stopped selling it. She should have known what Tommy gives when he feels attacked. She should have kept her hands to herself. First and foremost, why is Black women still going on that disrespectful show? She can't put her hands on him and then cry victim when she responds. Both was wrong. She shouldn't have put her hands on him. Tommy shouldn't have kept trying to fight her. Okay. I don't know why women expect men to show chivalry when they threaten them. Miss Toby, she hit him first. She definitely hit him first. Let me know if y'all want me to play it again, because I'll play it again and run and go get my cup of coffee. Because if y'all don't know, I'm over here dying for it's already ready. It's just sitting under the Keurig. Was trying not to be unprofessional, run and go and get it. But let me know if you want me to play it again. My thoughts is that I was trying to watch the interview before this happened so I could get an idea if she already knew and understood his temperament. And he already knew and understood her temperament, because if that was the case, then this was just some festering beef. But if it was just this moment that incited this, I feel like she should not have stood up. She should have stayed sitting down, and she could have still continued having her conversation and sharing their words. Again, two adults can talk like that. It's a podcast. That's what they do. They're gonna get grimy and get gutter. For me, I wanted her to have her opinion and share what she wanted to say, because Tommy would have done the same fucking thing. The only thing I didn't want her to do was stand up. Like, girl, sit down. Don't get out of pocket. Don't let this man get you out of pocket. If he gonna dish at you, dish back at him. Dish at you, dish back at him. The fact that you felt he violated you so much by calling you a B and all of this stuff about your pussy and your fake hair and all that shit lets me know that he got way under your skin more than you did under him. So for me, it was a lesson about, girl, you should have just sat there and maintained it, because had she did that, do you know this story would have been a lot different? It would have been, did you see how Tommy dogged that woman on his show like all the other ones? But it would have been that way. But because you sort of couldn't control it, and that's why I said I wanted to see if she saw this beforehand. Like, was she signed in mind and knew what she was getting herself into? Or was this just literally a shock to her? Because they said she was invited to his house for a sex session for OnlyFans, and she didn't want to have sex with him. And on this, she was saying how, what did she say? She said, his dick was stinking or something like that. I'm like, okay. So I was trying to figure out how did they get to, how did they get to this point where it's so much tension? Hey, Southern Belle, good morning. I want you to have a good weekend too. Yes, I'm gonna have to get you up here, Southern Belle, so we can do a Friday of just hot topics. And you know how you do local news, so I would love to have your opinion on them. So you let me know if you want to do it or not, because I definitely want to get you up here. The linking. Gemini, good morning. Good morning. King Roman was gonna come right through. Hey, I'm not marching for her, right? He does have the same energy for men. He doesn't have the same energy for men. That was my other thing, was like, if she knew what she was getting herself into, she could have played that to her own benefit. Like, sometimes you really do have to foresee the future in these heated moments. Like, damn, do I spaz on a bitch? Or do I just let this bitch spaz and make her look stupid? Like, I think about people in the beef sector too. I'm like, do I make you look dumb, or do I go full throttle? And sometimes I'm like, no, it's best to make you look dumb. So I think she had a moment where she could have definitely been at least in public favor. I'm not canceling Tommy for her. Oh, no, you don't. No, again, he was doing what? Oh, thank you. Let me go do that right now. Thank you, boo. Thank you. Told y'all I was already ready, sitting there waiting for me. Niggas is falling back to sleep and shit. I would let y'all see, but there's other people laying on the couch with my dog. I'm like, damn, everybody sleeping. And I tip. Thank you so much. Yes, please hit the like button, y'all. Today our goal is 90 likes. Friday is 90, Wednesday is 80, Monday is 70 as we go up throughout the week. So please hit the like button. I really appreciate it. Let's get us to that 90 goal on this Friday. And we still zooming through stories. Me either. You said women shouldn't hit a man. I'm just saying, don't hit, period, man or woman. Yeah, you don't put your hands on me. Now, the thing about a woman putting her hand, you would have to put your hands on me in an excessive manner for me to knock your ass the fuck out as a woman, for a woman. Now, I have been in situations where I was in the store and this lady was getting rowdy, and she sort of pushed me, and I looked like because all I kept thinking about was, girl, I would knock this whole fucking rack and knock your ass out. But I kept thinking like, no, she don't know what she's dealing with. So in some moments, it's definitely a case-by-case scenario for me, because I don't believe in putting your hands on females or children, even elderly men or, mentally challenged men. There's definitely certain communities that I believe, like, let me just chill out because I'll catch a case before you would ever catch a case. That's how I think about it. But in moments, like this situation, I would have never got up off that table first. As she got up to talk, I'm like, let me make you look dumb and let me leave. I don't know. I just am over. I'm not one to be baited into dumb beef. Like, are you kidding me? You want a moment on TV and you're the thought that was going to come to my place for an OnlyFans session and it didn't happen. So now you're mad. Keep talking. You can talk. I got the show. You don't. So I don't know why people feel like they have to do that. And then I can't talk because, of course, I spaz on my interview. So, things happen. But I know in this moment, it wouldn't have been that kind. They knew each other prior to this. So it was tension. It definitely had to be a personal tension. And the fact that he felt comfortable lodging after her means that they probably got into an argument before. And this is just part of that. You know what I mean? Like, some stuff is definitely intentional. But she had already been flued out. But apparently she didn't fuck him. Is a provocative type of person. I don't feel sorry for her. Everyone knows what time you give shit. You allow him to fly you out, only be rejected, and him choosing your light-skinned friend. Yes. And you know how I feel about Chocolate Man. So I was like, let me go see what this is giving. You know what it is? It's because his YouTube persona will always dominate whatever persona he has, whether he has an OnlyFans or a MyVidster or what is the other one, Pornhub. You in your mind, you be thinking like this, oh dumb, like you just think in your mind it's Tommy Sotomayor. She literally lived up to the angry black woman trope. Tommy got the win and the ignorant wear. She didn't know. That's why I said I will have. That's why I led by this. She definitely did. She did. And then did you see all the white women in the room getting up quick? They was like, shit, hell no, not gonna get me. Let me get my ass up out of there. They tiptoe out of there quick as a bitch. And she said she didn't know he was gonna be there. That definitely had to be a setup. People always fighting on that show anyways. Grand Rising, Zion Movements. She didn't know he was going to be at that podcast session. She said if she knew he was going to be there, she wouldn't have come. Well, if you knew the topic was going to be about Tommy Sotomayor, you should have expected a dial-in. Like, I have questions about that. You can't just get away with saying that. I didn't know he was going to be here. Well, did you know what they're going to talk about? Like, do you know why you're relevant to this conversation? And if it's him, are you worried that he might pop up? And if he does, do you lose a bag or are you going to still come? Like, it's all, I'm not blaming her. I'm just saying that you can't let people get away with these little excuses. She should have just dialed up Tariq Nasheed. You messy. She should have just had a regular convo and maintain her composure while speaking to him. That's it. That's how you make people look dumb. That's how you make people look dumb. When people want to give you energy that's excessive, that's why I call it excessive force. You have to, you just like, okay, you're being excessive, but okay, I get it. You're mad. That's fine. I get it. You're mad. You have every right to be mad. My baby asleep. Both of them knocked out, worn out, and just knocked out. They said no. Hey. Exactly. Tommy was actually making good points before the fight, and she proved him right. Allegedly, Miss Toby. Allegedly. Hey, Stacy Roberson. Good morning to you. Lady K the Queen. Good morning. Yes, Queen. She did a response video on Kwame Brown channel. It sounds like the producer set them up once again. Why go on that show? I'm about to go check that out. Y'all always keeping me up. DKL, good morning. Good morning. King Roman News gonna come right through. DKL, would you be willing to do a morning show with me? Come up here one morning. I know it's early. But I think it'd be dope and funny as hell too. DKL said I'm not his boo, but DKL's my boo. Bubbles, good morning, honey bunny. Honey bunny. DKL blocked you. Baby. Sharona B, good morning to you. I have 6 brothers. They were literally told to never hit me. But if I put my hands on them, they will have every right to give me the same hands. Damn. They never touched you? That's amazing. That's great upbringing. Wow. I know, I don't really want to put people family business out there. Let me just keep that to myself. But I know somebody whose daughter is 17, the brother is 23, and he beat her up so bad she had bruises. And you know, as I'm sitting in the room being told the story and I see the child, I'm just sitting here looking at everybody like, well, where is he at? It was a lot. And then the father came walking in the room. I'm like, did he say anything? I was just like, this shit is a lot to me. It's a lot. It's a lot on my soul. It was a lot. I couldn't do it. It was a lot. You flew someone out, put a stank peen in their face. Tommy comes across as a ninja that never got cat on the regular. It's a lot of them. It's a lot of them. And then when they get a little small bit of attention, it feeds everything that they've been missing throughout their lives. I'm this, I'm that, you know. And it's like when people say what was it? What was I saying? People say that I'm the coin keeps me here. And I'm like, no, public favor keeps you here. That's what keeps people here on YouTube. Because the coin ain't all of that, and the coin fluctuates. It's not a same coin. You literally have to do things every week or month here in the YouTube world in order to sustain that coin. So in order to sustain that coin, you have to be in the public favor. You have to get the views. You have to get the numbers. So when people say the coin keeps me here, I'm like, no, that public opinion, that public favor, them views and them likes. That's really what's keeping you here. Once that go down, they don't be interested anymore. That's why for Tommy, that's why he's understanding. He's mastered that provocative nature, because I see a lot of times that he be very calm with that shit, and then people just go left. It go left. I've watched a few of his videos on his YouTube channel and watched it, and he'll pull out comments in the chat. Look at this comment right here, y'all. Look at this person right here. And I'm like, wow, I would have slapped him with that mic. He called her one too many bitches. So let me ask you this: he calling her bitches, she couldn't call him a bitch back? I'd have been bitching him up all that whole. You was the biggest bitch. What you calling me a bitch for? You big bitch. It's all of these men in here and you, and then women, bitch. Like I feel like give that same energy, man and woman. Give the same energy, but you don't have to be excessive. You know, if somebody's yelling at you, yell back. Now, if that person slaps you, then yeah, you know, you respond with however you feel like you need to respond. If it's too excessive for you, like I said, it's different case by case. If a woman, yeah, if you slap me in the face, I have to get you up off of me. I ain't gonna be doing all of that shit. Them women, they say, oh hell no. And she had no panties on either. I'm gonna have jokes all day. Listen, I would have chose violence. Really? And the issue I have is that she said she just buried her father a few days before and still wanted to be on an aggressive podcast. She should have stayed home that day. I'm telling you. Now that's a really good point, because wow, that lets you know how much of this was how important this was for her. Like how important this opportunity really was for her. So her being embarrassed really dug at her soul, really got her under her. You know, she thought this was her shining moment. I'm going to win. I'm about to get a bag. People are going to know me. And then he got the nerve to embarrass me like this. That's why she really went the fuck off. Because if you missed, you know, grieving your father to come here, you obviously thought there was going to be a moment here for you. You thought your 30 seconds of fame was going to turn into a minute, when in fact, it embarrassed the fuck out of you. And so the lesson in here would be, girl, handle your business first, and this other shit will come later. I would have never. My father, no, I need some time off. And what we gonna talk about? Tommy Sotomayor? I ain't coming to this show. No. Can I send you a video? Can you send me the questions? I can do a pre-recording. I don't get it. Hey Cheryl, good morning to you. I would have knocked Tommy. They called the fuck out. Worn out. I told you. It was so big. It was the liquor. It was the lucker. Okay. Duchess. Y'all know everybody be mad. Duchess, I be fucking with Duchess. Regardless of what she was wrong, but her actions was justified. I would have done the same. I'm saved, but don't test me. Really? The power of soap compels you. Baby, listen. You ain't finna throw no stank dick in my face and think we finna fuck. That's true. Shay Breezy. Good morning to you. Good morning. Hey, y'all, hit the like button. Can we get a like check? Can we get a tip check? Where we at? I believe Tommy said he would sue the show. Absolutely. I think I saw that too. He would sue the show for the footage and for allowing him to be set up like that. But I don't think he could sue. I don't think there's a case for him. He could sue her, but I think a lot of times in these contracts and negotiations, organizations have an indemnity clause, which holds them harmless if anything such as these things arise. So he would have to prove that he had no understanding that this show produces this kind of content. And I think that would be a hard sell, because then we will look at Tommy's actual, it would go deep. Like this would be a lawsuit that he probably wouldn't want to like go up the rails with if they get some good attorneys. I wish I knew about Tommy when he got beat up on 125th Street. Stop. Tommy loves playing light skin, dark skin. I see that a lot. I do see that a lot. Good morning, Joyce. Good morning to you. Pimp slap them back. Good morning. Hey, Voodoo. Good morning. Voodoo. Those women let them guys talk to them any kind of way. Well, you know, it's interesting. I was having a conversation with a female. She's very strong-minded. But what she said to me, I thought, and it struck with me for a long time. She said sometimes those women are acting and behind the scenes, they are a lot more powerful than what we think. Like a lot of times, some men want them to be there because of their look, so they'll deal with it for the bag, and then behind the scenes, they're constantly like, no, I'm not doing this. Don't ask me, and stuff like that. So a lot of times it's really, you really never know how it's being constructed. All right. Because we're gonna be on timey all morning. I used to bully my bros. I put my hands on my 19-year-old bro when I was 15 years old. He finally slapped me back. I got in my feelings because my pride was hurt. My parents said I deserved it. A little slap every once in a while. 98, 54 thumbs up the live, y'all. Come on, y'all hit the like button. I appreciate it. Hit the like button. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, share the video out. Red Wings, how you doing, Red Wings? Paulette, hey, how you doing? She knew that time was trash before she got there. Okay, you better say it loud. I give out 1 free beach pass per lifetime. Once it's used, it's going to be some slow singing and flower banging. Yeah. When the last time I was called a bitch? In person. Ooh, it's been a while. I don't even engage with people like that. With outside the normal joking, like, what up, bitch? But like somebody, fuck you, bitch. I haven't got, I'm telling you, I have that kind of life. I've debated Tommy on many occasions, and there's an art to it. You have to be ready for every move. And the art of debating is you have to understand your opponent. You have to understand who you're debating. That's really the key to it, is if you understand who you're debating and you know where they end and how they go, and if they're hypocritical, you just got to hold them facts. Hold them to facts. You don't go left. You don't go negative. You don't be nasty. You just hold them to facts. So I remember you saying that. Can you expound on that a little bit more? What do you mean by that? Baby, you start pulling back shit. So that's what you meant? Oh, wow. Okay. Because I remember you said this before and you got their ass. I love it. I love debating people. He was back on the show last night and all of the women were berating the young lady as well. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. She never disrespected him, though. She started to. She did. If y'all want me to play the video, I'll play it again. Y'all know I will. He called her a B first. All right. I have a friend called me both once. We haven't spoke since. Okay, Ali, listen. I am not new to it. I'm true to it. You be sitting there looking like, I know where you're going to go with this. Yes, it is. It's a lot of people's strategy to get under your skin to say the most salacious stuff. But if you stick with facts and you stick with stuff that they've said or done or that they hold true in those values, and you just follow that up. Like, so I know you believe in this. So when that happened, what was your response? And then you start seeing them, well, I do this for, and you be like, girl, listen, honey, I don't have time. Good morning, Tracy. I hope our young dark sisters go find them a good white man. Those white guys are treating them like queens. Forget men like Tommy Sotomayor. Well, we was having a conversation about this though, because we were saying that sometimes when sisters date white men, they tend to lose some of their identity, meaning that the household becomes more so less of a cultured place and more of a, they lose that identity, as opposed to a black man having a white wife. You sort of still know that that's a black household. There's still some sort of infusing of black culture, but because the white man is leading that household, sometimes people feel like the culture, even with Asian women who marry white men, that the culture is diluted to fit the white their white counterpart. I don't know, that's a conversation I was having and I thought it was very interesting, some points being proven. Play the video. Okay. Oh, where's the video? Because I can hear you waking up. I can hear you waking up. Oh my God. All right, y'all. I'm about to play this video one more time for y'all. And then we're gonna go on to the next story, which is, oh yeah, I definitely want to talk about her. Because she make my spirit go somewhere.
He really trying to find a girl though. He out of pocket. Oh, she don't got no underwear on? You see that? You see that? She did it? Oh, I thought I was tripping.
Yeah, honey. Let it go. So I feel like in my mind, she took a L, he took a L, and we'll see how this plays out. All right, so let's move on to the next story. So I feel like this is so interesting. Miss Lizzo has a new show.
What's up, y'all? It's Lizzo. I'm looking for dancers.
Check this out.
Join me on my tour. Girls that look like me don't get representation. Time to pull up my sleeves and find them myself. We thick and we pretty. What's up, y'all? It's Lizzo. I'm looking for dancers to join me on my tour. Girls that look like me don't get representation. Time to pull up my sleeves and find them myself.
So this is why she's been out here promoting all of this.
We thick and we pretty and we know what we bout. It's the battle of the big girls.
To be a background dancer for Lizzo would just mean everything. It's showtime.
Hey, ladies!
What do we have in store?
This is the fun part.
I'm always doubting myself, and I feel like that has been detrimental in how I approach dance. I'm realizing that I do deserve a spot on that stage.
It's hard to love yourself in a world that doesn't love you back.
You were created specially in your image for you to enjoy.
You don't have to be light-skinned. You don't have to be skinny. You're just beautiful the way you are. I need to challenge myself and step outside my comfort zone.
Now I'm going into competition mode.
Some people are not at the same level that I am.
I'm gonna call you Lil Sis.
She's trying to demean me. She's not understanding how to read the room.
Oh, you might not make it into the show.
I see a lot of potential, but this is not the time for potential.
Okay?
So I'm here for it. I'm actually here for this show. I'm actually here for the show. I think this is right up her alley. I think it's timely. I think a lot of women, a lot of women who are curvy and, of the plus size are interested in doing far more than just, being some a figure, a sex figure or something. I think there's very talented women and they need role models or people that they can see actually putting the work into it and what they're doing. And I think it's inspiring to have all those Black girls there, plus size, who want to dance, who got all of these different talents and finding out how to do it amongst other women. So I think it's great. I hope it does something for her brand, but it also lets me understand why Lizzo has been out here really pushing this whole I'm sexy, look at my body, because I think it's leading up to her having a show like this for her brand. I don't know. I'm going to give it a try. I don't really watch shows like that and do all of that kind of stuff, but I'm going to watch this show. I won't promise a review. We might just come down here and talk about it like this, but that made me fall back in love with her again, because for a while I'm like, what are you doing? But I like this. I'm always for the good stuff. And I always said that we needed MoNique's Charm School to come back. We definitely need MoNique's Charm School to come back. And we even need a male's Charm School to come back. But no one picked it up. So I think this is a great, sort of extension. It's not Charm School, but it's like a huge extension of that. But yeah, so we definitely got to check that out. I want to say, hey Paulette, I just want to say, hey, how you doing? All right. Good morning, Janae. Dancing is healthy. Yes, that's my thing. Like it'll do a lot. She'll do that'll be really good for her. Yes. Okay. Exactly. You're over Lizzo. I'm over Lizzo when she does extra shit, but when she does stuff like this, I think it's great. I think it's really, really great. Right. Period. I love her confidence, but I'm tired of seeing her ass. That's the thing. Like you're doing a lot. What's the name of the show? Lizzo Looks for Dancers. I think that's what it is. Hold up. Let me pull it up. My bad. I forgot I had a little Lizzo new show. It's called Watch Out for the Big Girls. Hey, watch out for the big girls. Hey, watch out for the big girl. I don't know if you ever heard that in the club. Watch out for the big girls. Hey, watch out for the big girls. Hey, hey. Gotta see this. What's the name? Yeah, watch out for the big girls. I kept saying just a week ago. Hey, TC, good morning. I hope you're doing well. I know you was telling us she was busy. What's the name of her? Watch out for the big girls. Not with MoNique. We need a review. It me. We just talked about this earlier. I said now I'm gonna say this. How many people gonna know what I'm talking about? It me. And the me, you can't say me. You gotta just roll it off like it's the word meat. Me. I'm old and can't see. What's the name of the show? Watch out for the big girls. I'm not feeling her. You not feeling Lizzo? That's how I feel about Old Town Road. I can never think of his name. I don't like him that much. Lil Nas X. He don't do it for me at all. I think I'll be at the concert like this in the crowd, like I'm here. I don't think he does it for me at all. I'm not into Lil Nas X. I'm like, I want to see him regular. Like, bro, if Lil Nas open his voice and has a British accent in real life, I'm dead. Bitch, take me out of here. I'm burning his streams. She's a beautiful young lady. Lizzo ain't celebrating dark black skin figure women. She is uplifting non-blacks. Here we go. It was nothing but black women on that show. I'm good. Okay, good. You too. Enjoy your weekend. Who you talking about? Lizzo? I wonder what's gonna be her gimmick if and when she ever loses weight. Wedding dress. I said this before. I think Lizzo, when she gets, she's very still early on, but when her biggest story is going to be finding love, getting married, and there's going to be a show around her getting married, and I think that's going to be heavily based on her getting this wedding dress that she always wanted and fitting into that wedding dress, and that's going to inspire her to lose weight, which is going to inspire other women. And then I think Weight Watchers is going to be on. She's probably going to get an interview from Oprah, and they're going to re-talk about when Oprah did it. I already saw it in my head, like, and it's a good plot. It's really good. I hope she takes it and runs with it. But I see it in my head. Musty. Okay. Yes. Watch out for the big girls. You just, hey, because I know what I am. Huge. I forgot MoNique had a charm school show. That show, I actually do as I say, not as I do. I love me some MoNique. Lil Nas X tried to turn every song into an anthem. He tried to turn every song into like a storyboard for every gay situation. And it was so sad because what made me mad was people saying that he is pushing the gay agenda. Well, that's not the agenda I would want pushed. I hope you stop saying that shit. I got mad like, that ain't my gay agenda. No, hell no. I'll be getting angry. Like, stop putting us all in the same boat saying that we all are pushing the same. If that's the fucking agenda, that ain't it. I'm not with that. I don't, it's one thing to be self-express and express yourself, but then there's another thing where you have to be, a person, a real person and relatable. And for me to be gay, I don't see him as being relatable. A lot of people saying, well, it's just him living how he want to be and fairy tale, and I love it because he's just doing him and doing all of that and all that great stuff. And I'm like, yeah, but when that runs out, what else is there to offer? That's what I'm more curious as to. What else? And as a a purveyor of the arts and watching people, I love to see that side of people. So whatever she's going to do in Adele, I'm not mad at it though. I'm not. I would at least it would be not her just immediately dismissing herself as a big person. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who's a plus size. She's actually celebrated and now she's ready to make her own change. Daddy Sydney stole any charm she ever had. And that was just always bad. I don't like that. You calling him daddy in public. It takes the sexiness out of it. Now it looks a little bit like, girls, he beating you. I remember when she first did that. I was looking in the camera. I'm like, I wonder, because I always be trying to find signs of domestic violence. How you looking like when he moved his arm, did she jump or did she flinch? I was looking for shit like that. You calling him daddy out here and shit. Jennifer Hudson did it. Okay. She did. Jennifer Hudson did that shit and looked good. Yes, I'm here for positive shows. Right. Sometimes that's what we want to see. I didn't see this color uplifting non-blacks. Damn, not you with the fire. I'm just saying, you got to think, you got to be a farther ahead. Watch out for the big girls. Can you imagine the buffets that would be in that house? Baby, I would just love it. Oh my God. Can you imagine? I would be the first one in line. Good morning, people. Just a quick reminder, spell cuss words incorrectly and to smash the like. Hey, smash the like and spell them wrong. Thank you, peace, love. Thank you so much. Has Lil Nas X been since he's died? No, he's been still hiding since that. That's what they said. Yes, y'all, get the likes up, please. You remember Candy Sadobi, the young lady from the movie? Yeah. I have to look at her. I haven't seen her since then. Oh my God. I just always picture her as someone with a bucket of fried chicken. That movie was so impactful. I remember that. Oh my God. Peace, love. Is this better? Yeah. All right, moving on to the next. Okay. So Julia Fox and Lizzo are actually going at it. Azealia Banks and Julia Fox are going at it. Azealia is threatening violence to Julia Fox simply because I guess, I don't want to say she talked about her child, but she tweeted and asked. So she put this tweet out, y'all. Let me just put this tweet up here for you all to see. So Julia Fox puts that up. Azealia Banks posts this after Julia Fox comments on it. So Azealia Banks says this in response to Julia Fox responding to her earlier violence. So she says, "You should really stop the physical threats. Me thinking your son isn't Huggies commercial material doesn't warrant these public threats of violence. You should know that actual celebrities are surrounded by brolic male security guards who will do what they've been hired to do, even if that includes brutally injuring fanatic female fans like you, well within their legal right to. I don't condone violence against women, but you really should be more worried about losing work due to getting shoved, paralyzed, bruising your face, or losing a tooth. They have the license to protect me by any means necessary and put you in jail. They're collecting each count of evidence already, sis. This is number 3. So Azealia goes on to say, I'm open about my issues with addiction because I want to destigmatize it. Not all addicts are junkies. That is so horrible to say. It's a real fucking disease. And I've also been open about my recovery journey, but nobody wants to mention that, right? If this troll says one more thing about my parenting or my son, I was too nice to her because I felt sorry for her. But now I realize there's a reason why she spends all the holidays alone. Nobody wants that energy, sis. And so they're going back and forth. Do you all think there's a there? Hell no. I don't see Azealia Banks putting her hands on Julia Fox, but I do see Julia Fox security manhandling the hell out of Azealia Banks. So I don't understand why this girl always want to put herself in some shit. No one, Azealia, you make some good, she got some good ass tunes out there. Chasing Time by Azealia Banks. Y'all download that and listen to that after this. That's a dope song. But this is not your mission. This is not your calling. Like, why are you involved or inserting yourself? And I feel like Julia Fox had to say what she had to say because the girl has already basically told her, came out here saying her own opinion about the situation between her and Kanye Fox, which just because she's white, she's supposed to just be quiet. No, fuck that. It was a black man she was involved with. So black women are going to come after her for the black man who put her in this situation. then she has every right to say what she's gonna say. I'm the least person to be racist, but I don't see it being a color situation. I chop her fucking head off too, bitch. You gonna come after me? You're the crazy bitch. I'm not. So you come swinging this way, girl. Your head will be folded back so hard, bitch. You'll be in the stretcher looking at your back. You better sit your ass the fuck down. You got to tell these bitches that, honey, I need you to have a seat. That's what you need to do. I like Azealia music, but I've been snapped on her ass so quick. You too, Leandris. Just dropped down to show love. You too. Hey, it me. They said no. I know, but it's just, I just always have a picture of her like that. She don't like violence, but is choosing violence to her body. I'm down with it. Listen, that's baby. If I had money and I could have bodyguards, I would love it. I wouldn't be inciting violence or trying to instigate with somebody, but I would love to know that as a performer, entertainer, I'm safe. I can walk to 7-Eleven and not worry about a bitch, and it's their job to make sure I'm safe, to protect me. Hell fucking yeah. And you kidding me? It's a lot of women get married because they want a bodyguard. She dropped all the chicken. Why y'all trying to take me down? Y'all trying to take me down? My favorite scene was when she was in the kitchen frying all that food, and the camera was panning over the food over the stove, and all you see was the frying of the grease, the greens, the butter in the pan melting. Baby, that ain't some fat. That was my shit. Azealia could be world renowned if she focused that energy in her music. I'm telling you, her music, she bangs. Chasing Time by Azealia. I think Duchess, you're gonna like this one too. It's that electronic beat that goes off. I'll put it in the chat, y'all. Me too. What? In my opinion. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't have no skin in the game, but I'm definitely not team Azealia Banks on this one, because Azealia Banks, sometimes she stick her head in mess too much. Sometimes she need to get her ass knocked out and folded up. Thinks the mess is her ministry, and it's really not. It's really her music. It really is. And there are men who are attracted to her and talking to her behind the scenes because they like crazy shit like that. I'm sure she get her shit stretched out, but at the same time, this kind of stuff just cuts away from that. So Azealia, let's have a seat. All right, let's move on to the next story. What time? Oh, we doing good on time. We doing good on time. We doing good on time. All right, we are going to go to this. All right, so let me see. They said no. Azalea's talent so overshadowed by her antics, majority of the public can't separate the art from artists with Azealia. That's it. Because every time you say to someone, her music is good, they're like, Azealia? That bitch crazy. And it's like, I know she's crazy, but just listen to the song. You remember when Azealia cut off all the yes. Yes. Azealia is nuts. That's why Azealia isn't taken serious. No, she isn't. She really isn't. She isn't. Especially if Julia Fox feels like she's compelled to clap back at you. Like, okay, yeah. So Akon's ex-wife she done got, you know how he's talking about cutting up, slicing up. She done got sliced up at the club due to a robbery, a robbery. So got footage of it. I wanted to share that with you all. Now, I want to put a disclaimer. It might be a little gruesome for some of you all. So please, if you have children in the room or if you don't like stuff like that, it's best that you hold off. All right.
What's up?
Girls always fighting, huh? Can y'all see the video? Oh, no, of course I got the banner up. Oh, my bad. I got the All right, can y'all see it?
Guy who ends up stealing her necklace because it falls off in the fight. But what I want to show you this video is her face got slashed by a knife outside of this establishment after this fight. First, I'm gonna just show you the fight real quick.
This Akon ex-wife, y'all.
All right. Real quick though, I just want to show you right here at the end. That was a
So-
long ass fight, wasn't it? Them people let that fight go on for way.
Let me tell y'all what happened in this clip. So Akon's ex-wife was at a Super Bowl party, and one of these girls. Can y'all see me? Am I on the screen? What's going on? Yeah, I'm on the screen. I know. And the men just standing around, just not doing nothing. But Akon's, she was the light-skinned, the light-skinned lady. I don't know if you all seen her, but her name is Anna. She was married to Akon. So she was at a party after the Super Bowl, and I guess she got into a fight with a girl inside the party. Then the party spilled outside. And the girl who was there, I guess her friends and everybody came back up to the location. They done ended up cutting Anna in her face, stealing her $15,000 chain. Anna was rushed to the hospital where she had to get 20 stitches to her face. And now they're under investigation for this incident. Now, what I wanted to remind you all is that's definitely how women fight. Fuck up your face. If I can cut your face, that's even more than just like killing you, because now you got to walk around with this mark on your face. And Anna was a pretty woman. Let me see. Yes, I cut it right before, Duchess. I cut it right before. They've been letting me get it through if I cut it. I just got to cut it right before. It fully says dun 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 dun. I be like dun dun dun. See her? So I said, oh yeah, they tried to cut her face for a reason. And that's why I always say it's best to be strapped with your own shit. Yes, she got out. Don't Akon have a haram? Is this wife number 1? This is wife number 56. Why film this? In the days of social media, I know. He got hoes. Yeah, he got hoes, but his money ain't. He over there building a nation in Africa. She's the one that was on Love and Hip Hop. Yes, Anna. Akon is married to like 9 women in the synagogue. Like everyone stood around just watching. That's what I was saying. The same thing with what's the name? Danny Lee's brother. Like, damn, none of his friends, even some of the females could have kicked some of them niggas in the face or some shit. Like, I'd have been cursing them bitches out too. Like, fuck all you hoes. When I sue this nigga and get money, don't ask me shit, bitch. Don't ask me for nothing. Like, I wouldn't be saying nothing. They're trash. Exactly. Everyone involved. Why nobody break it up? So now her face gonna be slashed. I'm sure we're gonna have pictures coming out in the media in a couple of days soon of what her face looks like. I hope so. She got a $150 by 56. That's why I stay away from the ratchets and realize seriously, you really do have to worry about where you go and the kind of people that's gonna be there. Because people don't mind cutting your ass. Dark skin's cutting that pretty light skin face. Bubbles, why are you doing this morning? So sad. Extremely sad. Extremely sad. All right, let's go on to something else. Now, see, this is why Mo is in the position she is. So now all of a sudden, MoNique claims to have secret recording of Tyler Perry apologizing to her for her being blackballed. And the first thing I say to myself is, why is she doing this? Why is she bringing this shit back up? Why won't she let this shit go? Why must we relive this shit all over again? So MoNique alleges that she has a recording. Everybody needs goddamn recordings. Even celebrities doing the recordings. Y'all, what do they say? Stay off them phones. You better start using some white noise when you on the phone so you can be able to stuffle and say, nah, I ain't say that. You better believe that's what I do with somebody on YouTube calling me and we having a phone conversation on YouTube. Let me take that off for a serious note. You better believe that's what I do. I absolutely get white noise and I have white noise playing. I make it very hard for you to hear what I'm saying to the point where you're like, maybe we should just text. Oh, you want to text? Okay, because I'm outside. You have to because you can't trust nobody. So, and I'm shocked that he would even call her and allow this to not be a face-to-face conversation. But anyways, what she's alleging is that she has, of course, she's been accusing Tyler Perry of being behind the scenes of having her excluded from Hollywood. She's claimed that he, along with others, have orchestrated having her blackballed from the industry. So she spoke again with TS Madison, and this time she claimed that Tyler Perry did agree to meet with her. However, she couldn't bring her husband, and she would need to apologize for stating that the downfall of her career was due to his and Winfrey's input. So what she said was, see, I can give you their names. Wait, MoNique didn't agree to the deal and said that the world doesn't believe when Black women speak up for themselves until they've passed away. And so what she said was, see, I can give you their names. Eartha Kitt, I can give you their names. Hazel Scott, I can give you their names. Fanna Lou Hamer, I can give you their names. Hattie McDaniel. All of those women took a stand, and all of those women left heartbroken, unhealthy, looking at a community saying, you know I'm right, but why won't anybody say anything? So she also denied allegations that she hated Tyler Perry, Oprah Winfrey, or Lee Daniels. She said, let me be clear. I love those people. We love those people. My husband and I love them. They're our brothers and sisters. And as my husband always says, Mama, we ain't calling nobody out. We're simply calling them up to say, listen, let's make our community better by making it right, not running and hiding by what you consider is your power. Yet MoNique stands firm that she has a private recording from Perry where he apologizes for blackballing her. Perry has yet to publicly acknowledge this latest interview. What do you all think? Do you think there's a recording out there of Perry apologizing? Let's see, but his money ain't. Oh, I'm so far behind. I hate doing that. I hate it. All right, Marlo from Real Housewives got locked up for slicing up a woman's face. She ain't had no good attorneys. She's lucky. It could have been worse, but she can get surgery to repair her face. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what they do. That's the main tactic. Good morning, Sharika. Good morning. Good morning. She can get plastic surgery, but this is still a tragedy. Yep. Hey, Molly Maybach. Good morning. Dudes fight. Ladies slap and move on. Baby, they put out a razor and went right to the face. She always said that. Let me stop triggering people. Look at you. MoNique is relentless with it. I think she would have moved on if it wasn't for her husband. They good right now. Now, right? I don't think so. I don't know karate, but I know Karaza or Karazer. Okay? Karazer. That's why I don't answer the phone. Oh my God. Will she ever let this go? Move the fuck on, in my opinion. It's like Vegas Gate. It won't go away. It's not going away. In fact, she better be writing a screenplay to this shit. It's at this point, you need to lay it all out because you be interjecting at all different points. Why MoNique stop when we over it? My recordings erase them, King. You crazy. Oh my God. You erase my recordings. Oh my goodness. But we knew that though, MoNique, but she played her part also. I'm so sick. MoNique might have a point. Let it go. Yes, I'm there. I think it's so she could have been in so many movies by now. It's like what you got to start looking at the pros and cons of what you're doing. Like walk away from them and go build your own empire. Hey Tony, good morning. Good morning to you. She has always said that. She has a recording. You think so? She played it before. She did? Did I miss this, Fifi? Good morning, Fifi. Yes, I believe she has. He probably did apologize. Okay, let it go. Plus, who is going to take her seriously when her husband is her mouthpiece and she's openly calling him daddy while he... Yes, she blackballed. A real apology would be a lead role in a Tyler Perry movie. Well, I don't know if he's not writing it, because that would be another issue. MoNique would probably be too experienced to read a Tyler Perry script. You know what I mean? It's so, hey guys, let's go outside. That's funny. I think she's not that kind. Honestly, I don't give a fuck about no damn recording. Sick of recording. You and me both. These goddamn recordings. Without the recording, no point is even bringing this all back up. All of this because she wanted to get paid for her appearance at the King's Festival. Yes, all of this because she did not want to campaign for the movie, which she said she didn't get paid to do so. But you normally always do that. But in this aspect, she felt like since I wasn't getting paid what I should have for the movie, don't be asking me to do no other shit. Yes, I experienced having my face slashed in my 20s, still Team Petty. Really? I'm so sorry to hear that, Tony. Team Petty. MoNique is an Oscar winner and deserves better. They good now. She writing what she said. She been in this for too long. MoNique makes my arse itch. They good now. She played the recording before and he offered to give her what he made off the movie, and she said she didn't want it. So she just bullshitting us at this point. She could have had multiple Netflix deals, specials. Yeah, she's just bullshitting us now at this point. So please watch the interview. I think you will understand. Yeah, at this point, she's just bullshitting us. I'm over it, to be honest with you. I don't want to hear anything else about her and Tyler Perry. Like, untie your name from them. Let's move on. Her husband, I don't know. He just gives me the creeps. Like, he's too... I don't know. I can't say invested because that's his wife. I can't say too involved because that's his wife, but that's how I feel. So I don't know what other word that is for that. But he's too that. Like, she might need new management. And then go back to just him being her husband. Because like he's too in it for me. I'll always applaud MoNique for demanding what she and her daddy thought was her worth. I disagree. Okay. But I agree the Tyler Perry thing is old. No, MoNique had that be more ninja attitude. She didn't know the politics of Hollywood, period. Yes, please hit the like button, y'all. Where we at? Please. Hopefully we at 90 likes. I hope so. I hope y'all like the video. A tip. And don't forget, today we are supporting the Black law enforcement. So I think it's so important for us to support the National Association of Black Law Enforcement Officers. I'll post it on my community wall, but we gifted them $50 today. So please, when you hit the like button, you put the video in the algorithm. I have it monetized. So you help me get this video monetized to make some dough to help support these organizations. That's all I want you to do is just tap that like, subscribe, or share the video out. And you are a part of our good deeds, handling business in the morning. He the reason she lost the BET show. Sydney gives me how you doing vibes. Miss Toby, we here. He gives me put your finger back there. And there's heterosexual men that like that. You know, put your finger back there, lick on it, you know, rub on it, play on it. You know, he gives me that. Like he's a little freaky. Like he's a little weird. Like he's a little like he might dick his nose and eat his fingers. Like he gives me that. Like he laughs and he may play video games and shit. Like sneak real. Like he need to be called daddy all the time around. Bitch, get the fuck out of here. Her husband shouldn't be her manager. I always feel like that. Your significant other should just be your significant other. Be your partner. You know, I asked. So on Valentine's Day during dinner, one of the conversations I asked was, so if I had 10 or 20 million dollars and I asked you to quit your job and come travel the world with me, given how you don't see you know how this is all new to you, you know, and you're not really out like that, would you do it? You know what I mean? Like, would you be willing to take that chance with me and just be yourself with me, go travel the world, and I have all this access to millions of dollars? I'm not even gonna tell y'all his answer, but it's just like one of those kind of situations. It's like You know, I don't want you to be managing my money. I don't want you to be helping me invest. All I want you to do is be by my side while we take this ride and roller coaster. And let me hire other people to do that shit. I don't need you doing that shit. And I think that's how it should be in relationships. Thank you, Sharika. We'll give MoNique her flowers. I mean, I think we've been giving her. She don't want flowers. MoNique wants something else. She wants validation. She doesn't want flowers. And unfortunately, the validation that she wants, we can't give her. We can't. She had a residency here. Sydney F that up. Wow. Her first move she was in. And the animal police as well. Yes, CC, we're going to get some animal police up in here. Surely will. I got you. Right. MoNique basically blow Tyler Perry up with this nonsense. These shenanigans are non-black folks who are Tyler. Oh, God. Blacks, you know, Tyler Perry is. They offer her a low pay for Netflix because she was a woman. MoNique is arguably the reason why we are all here right now. I said it. We better praise Miss Parker. Oh, Miss Parker. I love me some Miss Parker. I just hated the way they dressed her in that movie, and her wig and her hair. Then I never paid attention to her. As I got older, I'm like, why she always got these stacked ponytails in her hair? He after her residency up. All right, so let's move on. So we got an update on the whole ShaCarri Richardson. So they finally respond. The International Olympic Committee finally responded to ShaCarri Richardson as to why they suspended her as opposed to the Valiva individual being suspended. And so what they said was, according to reports, Valiva tested positive back in December ahead of the Winter Olympics, but news of the results was only recently shared publicly. Richardson came forward comparing her situation to that of Valiva's and asking why she wasn't allowed to compete while the team was. The International Olympics Committee has responded, and they claim the two incidents are vastly different. So here's what they're saying. Richardson's positive doping test was discovered on June 19th, and the result was received before the start of the Olympics. She was suspended for a month. There is nothing in common between these two cases. Additionally, they stated this games, which has not concluded, concerns an issue in December. She is in the center of a lot of speculation. It must be very tough for her. And so that was their response. They are claiming that it was two different situations, two different time frames. ShaCarri was tested before actually engaging in the games, and Valiva was tested after, while she was participating in December. And then the news of it only just came to light while she was still competing in the competition. She wasn't suspended. So they're saying it's not the same thing. What are you all's thoughts on that? No, she wants to be even across the board. She's doing this for the ones coming after her. I agree, Stacy. If we're talking about the same story or not, MoNique, but both of them, I agree. See how they do? Well, that's my thing. The thing about it for me was the biggest lesson, and the biggest thing was it opens the eyes of what the process looks like. Because a lot of us didn't know that there was a bunch of these committees that approves an Olympic participant. You know, a lot of us thought that if you were entered, you know, to play on behalf of America, you can go and play. We didn't know that there's still a committee that has to approve you before you even get to take a step to go to Beijing or Tokyo. And so knowing that and having that information, I see how it can be different, and I can see how it's not fair across the board. I think that last step before participants go to the committee, it should be judged fairly and evenly across the board. And so here it's clearly it's not. And unfortunately, ShaCarri did get the short end of the stick. It'll be interesting to see what kind of punishment Valiva gets after this because she came in fourth place and she was crying, and then they were saying that her coaches were yelling at her, and it's all partly because of what ShaCarri leaked out, and it was a lot of pressure on her. Well, don't you think that's the same thing that happened to ShaCarri when the news reporter leaked out that her mom died and she had to go smoke a blunt? I'm sorry, y'all. I hope I don't sound insensitive, but I don't feel bad for Valiva at all. This is what happens, honey, and it happens to the best of them. And ShaCarri and a lot of them have been saying that it's a lot of stress. So, I just don't at all. It don't bother me. The USA didn't fight for Richardson. Furthermore, she has been placed in one race since Russia did right by their ass. That's what I'm saying. You too, Miss Toby. Thank you so much for being here. Hey, V, good morning. The two cases are different in my opinion. Exactly. Yeah. DKL, thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate you, period, in general. You know, everybody come because of the song. They be listening to the song. I played a couple times myself because of the song. Thank you again. Amazing person. This is the same thing this is why MoNique does what she, yeah, exactly. It is. I ran track and field. Oh, we got a little track. Okay, you did indoor, outdoor. What you do? The USA Athletic Board are to blame, not the IOC. Thank you, Black Swan. And that's all I wanted to do. I wanted to get that information out because as we go throughout the YouTube streets and even looking at media, we need to be armed with information too. So people don't think that we just falling for the mainstream surface stuff. It's wrong. Well, it's we know why it's wrong. Even though the process makes it right, we understand it's wrong because of these things. So I think that's important for us to know. Yes, this is the same thing. I just want ShaCarri to focus, come back and kick, and she will. You know why? Because I feel like she has the support now of all of the right people. Like they weren't in place at first, but now I feel like she has the support of a lot of people who want to see her win. And sometimes that can go wrong, sometimes it can go good, but I feel like she has the support, and I want her to win too. I do. I want her to succeed, considering all of her struggles and challenges. Shit, we all go through some of the same stuff. We all go through some of the same challenges. And so I definitely want her to win. I personally don't feel bad for Richardson either. I feel bad that she lost her mother, but not that she had to pay a consequence for her actions. That's what I'm saying. She may have got the short end of the stick because we unfortunately lodged a 30-day suspension on her. And so that's how we in America do it. And we can't hold Valiva against it, but I don't feel bad that Valiva, this whole thing has cost her, her win. I don't. I ran the 100, 200, the 400 relay and the 110 hurdles. Oh, wow. You really was, oh, wow. So this is no longer a race issue. I don't think it's a race issue at the Olympic level. I think it's an issue at the American level on how are we judging people on substances that are legal in certain states, not legal in other states, can be prescribed as medicine, because there are some medical benefits in some of this stuff. How can you all deny her from actually moving forward when there are examples across the fucking water and the sea where people have been denied, they still went and performed, and they still were able to go and perform in the Olympics. So I think it opens up the door for more discussion around our policies on how we govern folks. And if that is a racism question, or if there is some dialogue about, was it racist? I think that's where it'll start. But I don't think it's just racism all in general. No, I don't. Look how they did the girls who played tennis. Right. She's young. Hopefully this was a learning lesson and she'll come back bigger, better than ever. Yes, she will. I think her endorsements are going to go out the roof. Like she's going to, that's what I think the biggest thing for me is I think she needs to have grounded people around her to hold that money down. Like make that new money, old money, put that shit in the bank and act like you ain't got it. That was one thing somebody told me, turn your new money into old money. Go buy property, go sit it down somewhere. Go set that shit down. The longer you can sit new money down, the more value it has. And that shit is wise as fuck. And as a 34-year-old man, it's like conceptualizing that. It's hard, it's hard, but turn your new money into old money. Thank you for being a member, Miss Margot. I appreciate it. Hey, I think you are a member number 37. Okay. Hashtag 37. I think you remember number 37. Thank you so much, Miss Margot. I appreciate it a lot. I do. All right, y'all ready to get into some local news? I got a few stories that's gonna blow y'all minds, but we need to talk about it. We really, really do need to talk about it. So this first story, okay, pissed me the fuck off. Had me wanting to go up to a school near me, and it wasn't even in my town. I just wanted to go and ask the question, like, are y'all doing this shit too? So preschool. This school had nerve enough. Let me make sure you all can see the screen too. Okay, yes, cool. All right, preschool. So A Massachusetts preschool is facing backlash after a teacher instructed a classroom full of toddlers to wear blackface masks during a Black History Month lesson. Baby, let's get into this shit right here, right here. The incident took place last Tuesday at IC Kids, a Montessori school in Newton, Massachusetts. The school took to Facebook this week to announce that the teacher had been fired and that the facility will be temporarily closed after hearing of protests happening at the center will put the children and staff at risk. So what happened was, to celebrate Black History Month, a teacher in a toddler's classroom at the IC Kids planned and carried out an activity that involved black masks and blackface. One of the parents pointed out that the black mask and blackface is offensive. The teacher apologized to the parent. So the school is now issuing an apology to all who are offended. We sincerely apologize for what happened with one of our classroom activities, blackface. Our intention was to celebrate Black History Month. Unfortunately, we didn't do enough research on Black history and carried out a wrong activity. We are sorry about it and we mean it. One mother who pulled her child from the school told NBC Boston that the apology received was empty. This is unacceptable, and I don't really understand the concept of this project. The apology received was empty, and then to go on Facebook and see that the apology was disheartening. I hope this is a lesson to possibly really prepare to do projects on cultures before doing them. Now, can you imagine your child coming home with a black mask and black painted face? We'd have jumped in that motherfucking car so fast and been up at that school. It would have been like a chase, a police. I would have been running lights. Can you tell me what's going on here? I know this better be a mask. This better be a face mask. I'm talking about, a peppermint mask. Let me smell it. It got charcoal on it. Are you kidding me? Bitch, I would have went all ham up in there. Thank you, peace, love. I appreciate you. Thank you to all the mods. I appreciate y'all so much. I appreciate y'all mods so much. I gotta do something for y'all, and I definitely want to, and peace, love. Our energy is like, you drop down when you want to. You mod when you want to. I appreciate you all the time. I gotta shoot something y'all way. I appreciate it. I definitely do. This is a lesson for all Black athletes. Stop competing for a country that doesn't give a fuck about you. And for ShaCarri, smoke weed is nothing to be ShaCarri, smoke weed is nothing to be proud. You are a Black athlete. Just behave. Right. Because there's a lot of NBA athletes who smoke weed. Trust me. Spam, good morning to you. Good morning to you. Beef sector news. We still on local news. I need Richardson to win place in the race. Does race of teach matter? I did not in this situation. Well, okay. These stupid teachers must live under a rock. Why do they At this point, I think some of these teachers are being messy for clicks and views. So you're telling me that a teacher who wants to show respect during Black History Month forgot to research the impact of ridiculous blackface is never a good idea. Can you just imagine them painting it on the white teacher painting it on the little kid's face, and them not knowing what's going on until they go home, and a parent, I know my aunt would have. She would have freaked the fuck. She probably would have had to test her blood pressure, because I can tell she would have been shaking. Oh, I can see my aunt now just trying it for no reason. They aren't sorry. They're sorry they got caught. I know my mom would have been beating everybody. Human hysteria. How you doing? What was the teacher race? White. See, this shit didn't happen with my kids. I would have been a ride. Oh, white. The teacher was white, and they also left out specifics of the kids because they're so small and they're minor. So a lot of the information was kept very, very private. But if you want to search the story, it's blackface preschool students, NBC Boston. That's where I got the story from. Crazy. It's the apology afterwards that kills me. Like, your premeditated mind didn't say this is wrong. Check out the story I just sent to your DM. Uh-oh. Oh shit, wait. The fuck on my phone?
I am so this. I am so glad that years ago, Dr. Martin Luther King, the first Black man, ended slavery. Because if not, people would be whipped every day for the
Why are you doing this to me? Let me do this. Did she really just say that? Like, was that something she really said, or was this something like, was this an act? She said that she's glad that Martin Luther King ended slavery because if he didn't, we would be whipped every day. I want to make sure that's what I heard. Is that what you're telling me? So, hot off the press, we just got something from DKL. Let's look at this real quick.
Yoso High School had a walkout today, and this little girl had said this.
I am so glad that years ago, Dr. Martin Luther King, the first black man, ended slavery. Because if not, people will be whipped every day.
Yoso High School had a walkout today, and this little girl had said this.
I am so glad that years ago, Dr. Martin Luther King, the first black man, ended slavery. Because if not, people will be whipped every day.
Baby, that had me rolling. The fact that she thought she was really saying some shit had me rolling. I wonder, did she even bother to think that through? Because I would think if she did, then she knew the impact that would. I don't think she thought a kid would go home and tell their parent that, Mom, you know, some people had the black masks if they didn't want paint on their face, and then some people had the black paint. Meanwhile, a lot of school boards across the U.S. are blocking critical race theory. And then ish like this happens. I don't understand. Well, Boston, no surprise. Look at my daughter. Look, my daughter did a prank on me about my grandkids. If y'all could see me, I don't play when it comes to them. My prime minister won the election. The world knows that he did blackface in 2005. Justin Trudeau as a black win, huge slap in the face. Nobody's left. No, I'd have slapped bitches left and right. You got blackface. The apology would have been for me. Bitch, can I put some shit paint on your face? Can I paint your face brown? That's what I think. Let's start putting, when you teachers start doing dumb shit like this, I think that it should be, how do you feel if it was done to you? So why don't we put green paint on your face and let you walk in the classroom and talk about alien lesson, how aliens are, UFOs come to the fucking planet. Why don't we do that? Let's have an alien lesson. I just think that sometimes people don't understand the feeling of it. They just because they don't know how it feels. Like, it's ridiculous. Why we're surprised about this on Black History Month. So they all walked out allegedly for Black History Month because they weren't being taught Black History Month in the school. And so this girl, I guess she got up being like spearing on, like, yes, we need it in our school, because if Black History Month, if it wasn't for Martin Luther King, who ended slavery, black people would be lynched nowadays. It's almost like, girl, you just fucked up the whole moment. Get your dumb ass down. Get your fucking friend. Come here, Betty. Come here, Betty. He's a cute white man. You know they weren't gonna touch him. Loud and wrong. Okay. Oh wow. That was special. Here we see it rolling. I didn't die for this. I can turn your face black, all right, especially around the eyes. What if the teacher was black? There needs to be a deeper conversation. If the teacher was black, there would need to be a deeper conversation. Yes, absolutely. As a parent of a black child, and you're the black teacher and you thought this was okay, I don't want a parent-teacher conference. Bitch, we need to have a whole discussion with you sitting up in the front. Like, I need to understand what in your brain said that if I do this, they're gonna learn the lesson. With that child, do we blame the parents or the school system or the teachers? I think we blame, if the parent didn't respond the way the parent did and bring this out to the media, we wouldn't have known about it. So I wouldn't blame the parent. I think the parent took the best course of action, getting it out here, actually contacting the local newspaper and the school board. Who do I blame here? I blame the school system, because the school system needs to set out guidelines and principles on how things like this should be conducted. You know, they need to explicitly say no black paint, no black face. I'm sorry that in 2022 we have to explicitly say those things, but it's not saying it that allows shit like this to happen. So had it been said, the school district could have came out easily and said, we have guidelines. This is in our guidelines as something not to do. The teacher was wrong. We fired her. They're gone. Then it'll be a different situation. Parents can now sue the teacher for negligent behavior because you blindly did not follow the guidelines set forth for you, which leads me to believe that you were trying to incite a conspiracy and you were negligent in your behavior. Like, it sets the tone for so much shit. So I feel like the school systems, they need to head this shit off. That's why it's so important to be at school board meetings as a parent, to be at when they're having, you know, school-based planning where they invite everybody into the school for planning, or they're doing the parent-teacher liaison. Bitch, I'll be the teacher there with my sitting there. Hey guys, anybody want some snacks? I definitely would. I would be lame as hell, but I'll be in my child's everything, because I know that my actions would directly impact my child's education. And I saw it with my own aunt. She was over everything. I remember my social studies teacher was teaching us about knicker breakers, and he literally used the word knicker breakers. And I went home and told him, I said, yeah, you know, blah, blah, blah. We was having a conversation. She always asked me what I learned. I said, yeah, he said knicker breakers. My auntie was at that school so motherfucking quick, Mr. Savino, and he was interviewed. Every student in the class was interviewed. I was removed from his classroom, and he wasn't removed at all. The students all who were there, some got removed, some stayed, but my aunt was all over his fucking ass. And it was a slip up in words. He didn't mean to say knicker breaker. He said he meant to say knicker, 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 nigger. They're the same things to me. So I think it's important for the school system to get with the times. As no mention of teacher being white or black. As soon as the bell rung, she would have got the business. Bubbles, search the school district in the news on Google. As soon as the bell rung, she would have got the business. Wait, hold up. I can see us all now. Is that the bitch who said that shit? Hey, yo, Stacy, come here. Elizabeth, come here. Call her right over here. Girl, what the fuck you was doing? My question is, how many black kids attend this school? Clearly, it was a lot of them. If you saw the video, the girl who was recording was black. I think she put her phone down like, oh, what the fuck this bitch said. You know what? That girl proves that critical race should be taught. She's totally unaware of the facts. Yes, but that's good too. Yeah. Y'all assume that the teacher was white. Girl. Bubbles, I'll be saying girl. You gotta let me know if I'm saying it right. Any black person in this country know better, Bubbles. And also look up the organization I See Kids, which is the school, and then you can also find pictures of the administration of the school, and that should help you a little bit more with that too. So that was that one. Y'all ready for the next one? Because that y'all thought that was something. Baby, that wasn't nothing. So our next story is elementary school responds after backlash for allowing parents to opt children out of Black History Month lessons. So an elementary school in Indiana is facing backlash after sending a letter to parents telling them they can opt their children out of Black History Month lessons. Studies show that students who have a greater understanding of diversity in the classroom and outside will demonstrate improved learning outcomes, such as improved grades, better peer relationships, and greater career success later on. And so the memo ends with White giving parents the choice to opt their child out of the lessons. If you would like to opt your child out of receiving these lessons, then sign the form below and have your child return it to the school to give it to the teacher. A public school in Indiana is giving parents the option to opt their children out of learning about Black History Month. On Wednesday, the Brown County School Superintendent, Emily Tracy, addressed the opt-out form in a statement sent to parents and staff, assuring them that the district is gathering more information on the matter. In the meantime, know that we support teaching about the facts in our history, including historical injustices. Our district is and will continue to be committed to having compassion for all and supporting an education community that will allow all students, staff, families, and community members the opportunity to feel welcome. What do y'all think about this? What are your thoughts on allowing parents to take their kids out of the Black History Month classes? Thank you for sharing the video too. Thank you for sharing the video. What do you all think? We were taught the blue-eyed, brown-eyed experiment. I live in Kayor. Black history was very thorough. I am shocked by the lack of knowledge. Scratch his eyes out. Opt out of Black history, but not the. So here I'm like, so are they making you opt out of all the other history, all of the other different social study lessons, out of all of the historical moments, out of all of the world history? Like, is it why just Black History Month? Why not? You know, there's so many other things. I'm not Greek. Do I need to know Greek history? I wasn't around when the Romans were around. I didn't roam with the fucking Romans. I wasn't around during that time. Do I need to? Is there some pertinent reason why I need to know that and not know Black History Month shit? That would have pissed me off. Had I been a parent and received that, I'd have been right up at that school. Bitch, I don't want him to be opt out of Black History Month lessons, but I don't think you need to learn all this shit about Christopher Columbus and all of that. So where's the letter saying that he can be opt out of that stuff, since we want to have a fair, balanced child and all of these different options that we can allow him to be fair, balanced? No, you need to make this shit right. Give me a whole array of options that I can opt my child out of. I don't like that because it seems like it's selective. It's very selective. I think parents should teach their kids history. Hey, Joyce, good morning to you. See, Joyce, I agree with you, but the problem is that you have a lot of young parents. You have a lot of parents who did not graduate from school, and you have a lot of parents who may not fully be prepared to teach their children the breadth of history that's needed. So that is why we have public education, because there are some things that needs to be taught, you know, systemically on certain levels. And I think that when you just leave it on parents, you will have a very unequitable system. You will have some people way more smarter than others, similar to the public education system. So I think that schools that we're paying our taxes into need to be able to fully understand why it's important to, if you're going to opt them out of just one thing, you need to provide a whole bunch of other shit for us to be opt out of. I can't with US. Sometimes feel like we return to Jim Crow. Black History Month as a child was so exciting for me. My teacher celebrated me. US, the entire month was used to showcase Black excellence. I remember us decorating the classrooms, hanging up stuff on the doors, having contests. I remember all of that. I remember the plays. I remember all of that good stuff growing up. I don't know. It's just a lot of things have been lost because of social media and internet, because of the instant access to things. It just makes you question everything that is being done in the classroom. And sometimes the questioning is okay, but sometimes it leads to, well, should we teach Black History Month? It's like, well, what the fuck you get that shit from? Opt out for what? Because it's embarrassing for them and they don't like to be reminded what they're doing. Have you gone to that? Yes, I have. In 3 trips, because I couldn't get through the whole thing in one time, but I have, baby. And I always say to myself, whoever designed this, I don't know why they thought in their mind we're not going to add steps. We're just going to make it so people can walk up and, push, the people who are in the wheelchairs. But an escalator would have been nice. I'm gonna be honest with you. I can see King Roman saying, y'all gonna have my dad's meetings. Period. The teachers will be like, you know what? It's not even worth it. It's not even worth it. Go ahead. I'm definitely gonna be all over it because it was done for me, and I remember that. And my whole focus was school. I never had time for other shit. I was the fucking geek and nerd. And I tell my cousins this now. I'm like, I can't believe y'all was smoking weed then, and nobody told me. I could have been getting, getting flux, or I didn't know y'all was doing this. So, but I think it's important. It goes a very long way. I've gone to predominantly Black schools, so it's hard to answer this question. No, even in predominantly white schools, there's lessons in Black history. and in Black History Month. Now, whether the school decides to celebrate Black History Month, that's their choice, but I don't think that they should opt students out of Black history lessons and the knowledge and the information. I mean, I just feel like it's our history. Why would you remove it? Who the fuck do they think they are that they should? No, I don't want to know that. Are you kidding me? Bitch, you need to know it so you understand why I tell you don't call me buddy. You need to know why, so you can understand why some things that people do is wrong, or why certain laws are here, or why there's certain Title 6 and 7 laws and discriminatory, practices, or why it's so important, for us to unite. Like, what do you mean? You don't want to know Black History Month, but you want to be down for the cause. Oh, Black Lives Matter, don't you? But you don't know why it really matter. Fuck out of here with that shit. I'll be all up at that school. Bitch, I'll be up there raising hell. But you better put some lessons up in here. Fuck wrong with y'all. All children should be taught Black history. It should not be optional. What do you mean optional? What do you mean optional? Is the school private or public? I See Kids School is a private school. Oh no, it's a public school. It's an elementary public school. It's Indiana. It's Spronica Elementary School. This is a very much so public school with a school district, Brown County School Superintendent. Yeah, this is a public school. They out there rabbit ass mind and I'm paying taxes on it. Oh no, I'd have been all up over there. We'd have had a problem if it's public. Baby, I'm talking about peeling bitches back. I'd have been pulling up on people as they exit the school. You the principal? Stop real quick. Native Americans, African, Black slaves, and Europeans are the history of America. European history shouldn't be the only focus. And it should be added to that list of options of removing courses. Then I just think that it's only right. During Black History Month in my school, we were enriched in so much history. Public schools can't do that. The book reports, presentation, etc. Thank God. Yeah. Having to do speeches. I had to remember the I Have a Dream speech and had to give that on stage. And it was like, oh my God. Even though, nowadays it's oversaturated, but I felt like it was so good for me to experience that. I went to predominantly white schools and we celebrated everyone's history. That's how I know how to cook potato latkes, thanks to my Jewish teacher. That sounds good. All right. Okay, I gotta speed it up. Let me see. What stories am I not gonna do? I'm not gonna do you. I'm not gonna do you. I'm not gonna do you. Okay, we can do this one. So I want to do a funny little story. Oh boy. So we have a former Georgia state employee who's been indicted on a fake pregnancy scam. I thought this shit was so funny. So Robin Folsom, 43, she was indicted this month by a Fulton County grand jury on multiple felony counts, per a report from regional outlet. In court documents, she's listed as being charged with offenses including identity fraud, as well as 3 counts of making false statements. So back in October of 2020, she allegedly told HR that she was pregnant, later announcing a birth in May of 2021. And HR had received a receipt from an email from somebody who claimed that they were the child's father. She sent pictures of her new baby to agency employees, and the pictures seemed to depict children with varying skin tones. So an investigation ultimately resulted in the uncovering of additional details. So in March of last year, a coworker stated they had witnessed the lower portion of Folsom's stomach come away from her body. This coworker believed Folsom wore a fake pregnant stomach. They also alleged that she had purported baby photos with her coworkers, although the pictures in question were inconsistent in nature. So records are said to have shown no indication that Folsom had delivered the child. However, she previously reported a birth in July. By October of 2021, and notably following an interview with investigators, Folsom had resigned from her position, and she was later brought in on fraud charges by the state. Now, my first question to y'all is, white woman or black woman? Oh, Even though I left at 7th grade, my school was down with the Black History Month and saying lift every voice before I left. Okay. It is not the same nowadays. I think everybody's trying to be so politically correct, and that's why MLK and slavery. Stop. She better not be black. Yes, it's a white woman. It's a white woman. It is a white woman. I was so shocked my damn self. I said, no, it ain't. Yes, it is. It's a whole white woman. Do y'all want to see what she looked like? Let me show y'all what she looked like. Baby. Okay. Clearly. Who y'all said thank God. Oh my God. Y'all said thank God. Y'all see her? Y'all see her? I tried to get as close as possible. Oh yeah, I can. That's right. I got it. Why did they start investigating her, white woman? Black wine, don't have time for this nonsense. Oh, Karen. White 80s. Hey, we are 4 likes away. Yo, somebody bless me with 4 likes so we can reach 90 likes. Please, I appreciate it, y'all. I appreciate it. Meg Nut, Prince Harry's first wife faked all her pregnancy, just made the other white woman follow suit. Black women don't have time for this nonsense. I thought it was just so funny that that it was a white. I said, no, why is she doing all of this? Okay, all right. Oh, yeah, we're gonna talk about this real quick. So this man, crazy nut ass man. So this guy was arrested for dismembering his girlfriend while they were coming to get him. So it happened out of Pennsylvania, where Clifton Heights police responded to a 911 call at an apartment complex where a man allegedly used a machete to dismember his ex-girlfriend. So officers say when they arrived, they found 32-year-old white male Nicholas ShaCarri decapitating the woman, whose name hasn't been released. The police say they've never seen a crime like this in decades. The police affidavit shows a neighbor woke up to loud screaming in the neighboring apartment and then heard sawing-like sounds and the gathering or shifting of plastic materials. Officers took ShaCarri into custody, and he faces several charges, including the first-degree murder and abuse of a corpse. ShaCarri allegedly told investigators he and the victim had an argument and claimed she tried to castrate him. Baby. So this man, the police show up. So let's check the scene. They get into an argument. The neighbor hears a woman screaming, and then a plastic stuff coming. The police show up on scene. He's chopping her. What kind of fucking mental illness shit is going on in this world? That shit, right? I read that. I said, damn, he's really got to be fucking crazy. I mean, he heard the police sirens coming clearly, and they're coming up, and you still cutting her. He was mad. He was mad. Hey, good morning, Joanna. Good morning. Is her husband black? Yes. She had a black guy, the one who emailed them and told them that he is the father of the kids, and that's why she was showing pictures of various races of babies, as saying that she had a baby, but it wasn't the case. So that don't mean he put her up to that or nothing like that. Is her husband black? That Bob says, I drive an Ultimate and my man is black. Stop it. Stop, Joanna. Spam. Bet she will allege mental illness. What? Yes. Another. Yes. it's more common than you think. A lot of women wear fake baby bumps. I have no idea why though. Really? Damn, the desperation. A fake baby bump though? Maybe practice. Meth could be. Next time, do it inside, not in an apartment complex. Next time, don't do it. So plastic tart was not available. So available, premeditated. Yes, it had to be premeditated though. They heard the plastic wrappings and the neighbor heard the screaming. Now, what I didn't find out, because I always want to know, like, do they have a history of violence? Is this something that has always been heard? Because I always want to know, like, is this your first time calling the police, neighbor? Baby, I'm trying to tell you, like, listen, these people crazy. I'm gonna speed some of these up a little bit. So, oh yeah, we got to talk about this, baby. PPP loan. These PPP loans is causing people to do all kind of shit. People out here killing people. So, where's the story? Okay, so this lady was stabbed using PPP loan money by a hitman. Okay, let's get into this story really, really quickly. So, TMZ has reported that a man stabbed a woman following an argument while standing in line. Oh, no, that's the wrong story. Oh. Okay, so a Florida woman used money from a pandemic relief loan to hire a hitman to murder a rival who had dated her ex-boyfriend. Jasmine Martinez allegedly used the federal Paycheck Protection Program to pay a gunman who fatally shot Jones and wounded her 3-year-old son in a broad daylight attack outside her Miami apartment on May 3rd. Get the fuck out of here. Now, baby, that it ain't even worth it. This is the woman who did the murdering. And that's the guy who pulled up on them and the child. And even shot at the little kid. That's what kills me. You even had I hope you get to jail. I hope they gut your asshole out, boy. The fucking 3-year-old boy who ain't got nothing to do with this shit. That little baby. So apparently Martinez had withdrawn more than $10,000 in the days before the shooting. After she netted $15,000 from the federal government, she applied for it to help her single employee beauty salon. Hear the scam in it? Her single employee beauty salon. I know there's single people who have employees. I know there's individual owners of beauty salons with 0 employees, but I don't think they was giving money out to people who didn't have more than 1 employee. Less than 1 employee, not 15 grand. Police also allege middleman Romeo Robinson and alleged hitman Javon Carter in relation to the murder of Jones, a transportation security administrator worker. Carter had allegedly filmed a video of himself counting cash just hours after Jones was shot multiple times. And in the video, he says, "Just another day at the office." The TSA worker had allegedly been targeted by Martinez after several run-ins that culminated with the victim testifying in a case against Martinez's boyfriend. Martinez was arrested in 2016 after hitting Jones, who was dating Martinez's ex, but that case was dropped. After Martinez was arrested in 2018 for allegedly beating up Jones again, Jones was attacked in the courthouse parking lot by 2 men, including Martinez's new boyfriend, Kelly Nelson. So Jones was actually going to testify against Nelson, but reported being harassed and offered a payoff to keep her mouth shut, according to the accusations against her. Robinson, who was reportedly Martinez's latest boyfriend, served as a middleman and put his girlfriend in touch with the alleged hitman. Do you see how crazy this shit goes? Do y'all see that shit? Okay, you know what? I already am looking at the comments. Y'all doing way too much. So let me give y'all the breakdown of the story. So the woman, no, not her. This woman, she used to work at TSA, okay? And this woman, her boyfriend used to work at TSA. But before it was her boyfriend, it was her boyfriend. So they were in a relationship, and her boyfriend beat her up. And then I guess he got out of a relation with her and he was dating her. So during that time, he still had dealings with her. And there was one occasion where he beat her up again, and she went to go to the police, was going to go to court, testify against him, but later those charges were dropped. So then these two and her just kept getting into it about certain little things. So eventually that led to her having her boyfriend harass her. And so she ended up taking her boyfriend to court. And during that court case, she was jumped. She was jumped at court. So they jumped the lady at the court in the parking lot. It was two men that jumped her. And so they really was trying to pay her from going to testify against the boyfriend, going to get him put in jail. So she didn't like that. So I guess the woman filed for a PPP loan, got $15,000, found a hitman, found a lady walking to her apartment complex carrying groceries and her 3-year-old son in her hand, shot and targeted the lady, wounded the son, the little boy. And they all found this out. It doesn't really talk about how they came to figure this out. How did they stumble upon what happened to... No. Police also arrested alleged hitman. No, they don't really talk about how they found out. They just looked at a lot of different reports, basically who Jasmine Martinez was in contact with. It does say they did an investigation and a financial audit, so that's how they were able to tell that the money was used for a hitman. But it's crazy how you can be co-workers with someone, a relationship with someone, and then shit just go crazy based on who they're dating, who don't like me. Like, now Martinez, the woman who hired the hitman, was dating the other woman, Jones' boyfriend, and Jones's boyfriend, you know, let me put his picture up there. Put her picture up there. He was beating on her. Like, she was getting beat up by this dude. And so to know that another woman was okay with that and didn't want you to go to court to defend yourself or get a restraining order or testify on your own behalf is sort of scary. It's sort of crazy. It makes me feel like I'm missing more parts to the story. That's what it makes me feel like. But let me see what you all... Oh, baby. That's what happened when you miss some comments. King Roman knows face when he read Spam's comment. I didn't know if you was real or not. You was fake baby bump is dumb. Eventually, you're going to have to give birth or a sympathy for a story of miscarriage. I don't understand. Don't fucking play with me, no fake baby. I will go off on a female if I was like buying you shit and then you come to tell me it was a fake baby. You just want to see what people was going to do. We finna fight. See my Florida people, the scam. Hey, Shante, good morning to you. Yes, good morning. Good morning. Good morning to the crew. It was more like this, be Black Swan. I've been saying the PPP loans is going to get the ninjas in jail. Doing all that for a dude, for some dick. You doing all that for some dick. But we know why. Now, here's the thing. I get why she's doing it for the dick. I can see that all in the face. She got to do a lot for it, okay? Baby, I hope this ain't her everyday face. I hope this is just the face I'm getting arrested face. Because if it is, honey, you ain't got to be doing no PP loan. You walk into a bank with a face like that, bitch, they're going to ask you. They're going to be like, you okay? That bitch, she look bad in the face. Is she from Miami? Is her name Kiva or Keisha? Y'all not doing that. Not here. Not this morning. Babe Nation wig on. Oh, my God. That is not a Babe Nation wig. Spam to the corner. I'm sleep on you last night, but enjoy the con. All this for some penis. I've never had penis. I've never. I mean, I've been thrown across the bed and, you know, knocked down a few flights of stairs, but I ain't never been that I want to off a bitch. Girl, you could take that. I'm gonna take spam phone away. I can't. Black B when she got upset with me and dropped me. Oh man, nice pose. Was he camera ready? Why you calling Neo a I didn't, because wrong picture. I had to get rid of him. I don't want peen that is that good. You don't want some explosive. You don't want nothing that's explosive. You're gonna trigger me with all that flashing back and forth. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I bet she drive a beat up White House. Oh my God. 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 I don't know. Let's see. Let me see. You know, she haunted me every time goes at ghetto court. Thank the Lord for cameras. Yes. Hey, good morning, Mark E. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for being here. Good morning to you. Her name is Kivia, and she got a twin sister, Keisha. She drive a white beat up Altima baby, Asian hair, eyelash. Y'all so wrong. Fake baby, Uber trifling. Lord, that's it. I'm collecting these phones. Please get them phones. Hey, Miles. Good morning. I haven't seen you in a minute. How you doing? Good morning to you, sir. Knocked down a few flight of stairs. That's yeah. I was yeah. But it was like a one night stand, so it wasn't nothing that I could just like go crazy over. My baby, I'm coming. Okay, all right. Let me get to the last story. I was gonna do that one, but the last story I posted, I got like 4 other stories, but I'm not gonna do those. I want to do this last story because it's something I want to end on. Having a good story to talk about. So this last story, and I posted it to my community wall, you all. But so we have this Black doctor who basically she went to cash her damn check, and the bank told her that we need to see more than just proof, honey. Where you coming from? Who gave you this check? Because they didn't believe that she could get a $16,000 sign-on bonus, but she did. And so they accosted her. She even had to call her own coworkers at her job to prove that she was an employee of the hospital, even to the fact that the bank had to ask other employees to come in and verify it. So she's suing. They asked for $1 million. Let's get into this. That's right. You sue their ass.
A local Black doctor is now suing the Chase Bank at First Colony branch in Sugarland after she says she was discriminated against and denied service, all because of the color of her skin. Dr. Malika Mitchell Stewart says she had just finished her residency, and on December 18th, she went to Chase's First Colony Bank here to open an account and deposit a $16,000 signing bonus check from her new job at Valley Oaks Medical Group. Well, according to the lawsuit, staff members here at the bank asked peculiar questions about the validity of Dr. Mitchell Stewart's check and her employment as a doctor. The suit also states, quote, as soon as Dr. Mitchell Stewart showed employees at First Colony branch her check, they immediately treated her like a criminal. Now, Dr. Stewart says bank employees denied her services, saying the check was fraudulent.
It was really an unfortunate situation, and they took my special moment away. I felt like a criminal. I've never done anything wrong. In order to get a Texas medical license or a medical license at all, you have to have a clean record. You have to go to school for so many years, and they just didn't care. They didn't respect that.
I know that's right, girl.
Credentials. They didn't respect anything, and I shouldn't have even been asked so many questions about my age, about what I did for a living to open a bank account with Chase.
Dr. Mitchell Stewart showed proof of identification. She showed proof that she was a doctor by presenting a business card. She even called employees from her medical group to confirm who she was.
Now, I reached out to Chase Bank officials, and this afternoon, a spokesperson for the bank sent me this statement here telling me, quote, we take this matter very seriously and are investigating the situation. We have reached out to Dr. Mitchell Stewart to better understand what happened and apologize for her experience, end quote.
Kiss both my feet. I would have raised hell in that bank. Do you hear me? I want my money, and I want it fucking now. It would have been all. Who did we say was a terrorist making terroristic threats? No, I would have been in that bitch making terroristic threats. If you don't cash this fucking check, stop playing with me. And she made it. And outside of all of that, you don't understand how much you go through to establish yourself, to get the credentials, to become a doctor, to get the nice house, to take care of your family, and then to just be slapped in the face like you still ain't worth it. Like, no, hell no. So I hope she does prevail in her $1 million lawsuit against Chase Bank, and I hope it sends a huge ass message to the messy ass folks that works there. They probably are used to this kind of behavior, and it's in Houston, so it doesn't surprise me at all. She sued the fuck out of them. Yep, Chase was her bank. This recently happened to a black man. Sue the break. I'm talking about, bitch. I'm taking that. Oh, so they forced her to open an account because it was such a large sum. They wouldn't deposit it into her regular bank, so she had to open an account with Chase to put the money in there. Then in the process of opening an account, you know, they have to go through your files, you know, check your ID, all of that other extra security stuff that normally wouldn't happen if I went into the bank and said, this is a Chase Bank endorsed check, meaning that the person who wrote this check to me is a Chase Bank person. So I'm coming to Chase Bank to cash this Chase Bank check. Why the fuck do I need to open an account with y'all? I don't give a fuck about your bank, bitch. I don't like you. I want you to give me my fucking money. See, they probably told her, you need to go to your bank and put it in your bank's account. No, I want my cash, and I want my cash now. I know that it stands behind your counter. This says Chase Bank. You are Chase Bank. What's the problem? I've been in situations like that. That shit pisses me off. You know, when you have a consultant and clients send you payroll checks, and they send them from different states, and you know, certain states don't have certain banks. And so one check I receive is from a bank called Citizens Bank. You know what I'm saying? Citizens Bank. There's no Citizens Bank here. So when I go to try to cash it, I always get that kind of shit. So, that shit pissed me off. Thank goodness yes, a black lawyer and a black man lawyer at that. Okay. Definitely sue them. They'll settle out of court on an undisclosed amount and do damage control. And I hope they fire her. Oh my God, I feel so offended. They did her wrong. It's so embarrassing. And you know, you be trying to be the nicest person. Hey, how you doing? Yes, I got my ID. Here you go. So I want to cash this check, but I didn't know if I need to come here or what tell you. You know how you come all nice, ready to solve a situation, and then she say, you got this? Where you get this check from? And who you work for? Can you call somebody from your job? That I'd have started reading that bitch her motherfucking Miranda right. I said, no, bitch, you ain't finna do this to me. 20 million for reparations. The banks know when a check is fraudulent. That was clear racism. Chase Bank is known for preying on the poor and stealing from their clients. No, she did the right thing by not opening an account. I would never make demands of service when service is being refused due to this. Exactly. Why? And that's the thing, V. Why are you asking me to open an account when I just want to come here and cash my $16,000 check? I know that you're probably used to people taking this and putting it into their bank, but I don't have to do that if I don't want to do that. That's not what I have to do. You know what I mean? So, hey, Risa, good morning. So good to see you. Light up when I see Risa. Hey, the ghetto view. Good morning to you. Hugs. Chase is Chase. If I was in a Japan Chase, baby, run me my DKL. I'm telling you, I've been the same thing. I hate that shit when they make you, oh, now I got to open an account. Why I got to open an account? Because this money got to be housed at your bank. No, I'm not doing that. Put the teller's face online, shame them. That's what I was hoping they was going to do. But you know they're not going to do that to their bank. She did the right thing, though, by leaking the story and getting an attorney to help her. It was Chase Bank who did that to a black man recently, and his check was only $600. They detained him in all. Y'all. All right, y'all. I hear. Yeah, he's right here. Eli is sitting right here, baby. He is ready. He's ready. So I gotta go do my duties, y'all. Win Shantae, good morning. Good morning. All right, y'all. Please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Please share the video if you care to do so. Please subscribe to the channel, become a member. These streets have been wild this week. It's so much shit going on. I am going to definitely be out in these streets this weekend. I definitely have a low weekend. My dog can't go back to daycare because one of the dogs there had something, and so all the dogs had to go and get tested. So I had to drop his fecal matter off yesterday. It takes 48 hours for them to tell me that my dog is okay to return. So he's gonna be with me chilling all day and a couple of days. And so I'm doing something later on tonight. So I hope everybody have a good weekend. I'm gonna be out and about. Don't worry about me. What else? I think that's all the comments I have. I want y'all all to be good. I want us all to be good. I see y'all in the streets. Y'all have a good one. Oh, that's what I was going to do. I'm going to start posting some of these stories that I'm going to do on Monday on the community wall. So get some of y'all comments and comment in the community wall so I can use it during the show that y'all already got comments on the community wall. So I put this other one up that I wanted to share with y'all. Now, y'all tell me right here, right now, and be for real. Don't lie. Because I put it on the community wall and I felt like some people was like just gaslighting this girl. But this girl literally, she posted on Twitter and I said, I got to share this with my people because I know they're going to think the same thing that I think. So this is what she put: a night with me or $1,000 USD. And this is her. Now, a few of y'all went under there. But $1,000 or a night with her? So y'all comment under the post, and we will talk about that on Monday, or I might come live this week. I always say I'm gonna come live this week. I might come live this weekend, but I might. I ain't got shit else to do. I got a lot of time now, so I can come. I might come live this weekend. But yes, oh, fuck you, bitch, and goodbye is today 6 p.m. Central Time, so that's 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Oh, I'm gonna be in the building. I'm gonna be here today. Fuck you, bitch. I gotta find somebody to fuck off. I'm sure DKL gonna let me get up there. You know, I'll tell the truth. All right, y'all. Let me get out of here. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one. I enjoy y'all as always. Thank you to my moderators. Thank y'all so much for being here. Thank you to the members. I enjoy y'all, and I love y'all for y'all support, monthly support. I mean, that's a blessing. Not many people can say that they have support from people in their content. So I thank you all, even if it's not as many members. Y'all, I fuck with y'all hard body. Subscribers, I appreciate the hell out of y'all, and thank you for being here. Replay gang, I appreciate you. I know you up in the sky, you may not drop down. I appreciate you just for watching and being here with me too. Make sure y'all hit the like button, make sure you share the video, and again, I am out. Until next time, deuces. You ready, baby?
Light this bitch up.
Gonna give you local news, that shit just right around his corner. Baby, he's gonna give